Yo, yo, what's up with it? What's up? It's your boy back with another one. This gonna be an all signs reading. We're gonna be asking the next time you getting put through the mattress. The next time you get your eggs cracked. Let's see. Live. Put that timestamp there. I mean, gotta put that thumbnail there. A wonderful work of art I did there. Okay. And okay, we gotta do that. We gotta put that there. Gotta get the monies. I gotta get the monies. Okay. And I think we're starting backwards. Let me check. Let me make sure. I'm just waking up from. Okay. Let me see. Good stuff. Is it forward or backwards? Aries, yeah. Backwards. Backwards. Okay. Cool. Let me hit a little drink and then we're gonna get started. Hold on. I got this 0 calorie drink. I think they call it water. All right, so let's look and see. We're starting at Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, the next time you're getting put through the mattress, some of y'all this may be on a trip. It's gonna be with somebody who's very attractive. There was love at first sight. It's gonna be somebody who's bold with you guys too, very assertive, very aggressive, or it's gonna be in a time where you're feeling very bold, aggressive. All right, assertive. Sixth house is gonna be somebody you see regularly. All right, and what else we seeing? And then we got ambition. It's gonna be somebody you see regularly who just has passion built up for y'all. So if you already have a partner, it's them. All right, but if it's not, then it's somebody who finds you guys to be super attractive. Thought it was love at first sight when they peeped you. Very aggressive person, assertive, likes to make their presence known. Some of y'all, they're a hard worker. It's a perfectionist. It's somebody who probably wants to please y'all, most likely. They have a radiant smile too, charming personality. It's somebody who's maybe works in service. We're gonna see though. Next time you're gonna get it. Okay. It's gonna be through conversation. Y'all gonna have an extended conversation. Maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's a coworker, somebody you see regularly. You guys are having an extended conversation, and this is gonna lead it to a sexual encounter. The conversation becomes sexual, becomes a little bit more intense. That's what's happening. All right. So you start to see, maybe you start to like this person because of the way they communicate, the way they talk. Ten of Swords is here. So it could, this normally means that it wouldn't be sex. This would not be sex. This would just feel more like a tempting situation. But for some reason, you guys are able to talk your way into it, or they're able to talk their way into it. All right. So yeah, somebody who romanticized and idolized you. I want to say they may even drink your bath water or would. So it's a colleague or coworker. So the Ten of Swords can also be a betrayal. So they may already have a relationship. You may already have a relationship. So that could possibly be it. Like it could be like your work, what do you call it? Like your work wife, work husband, some shit like that. Or just somebody you see regularly. I get it like a regular, you see them often, often enough that the ice gets broken between y'all. It's somebody who definitely has been holding back the passion for y'all and is afraid to go past a certain point with y'all. They try to ignore it looking at y'all. It's a coworker, colleague. I'm telling you, if you got somebody, then it's somebody, then it's who you dealing with. And it's your partner trying to ignore you. Who cares about that shit? You got a man, you got a woman. Why do you care? You you ain't been getting like slammed like you want to by them, then okay, I understand that. Because if that's the case, then they're feeling extra sexual, extra kinky that day. And then they push past, maybe it's the day when you're kind of like, no, I don't want to. Or they kind of give up. Like there's a feeling of apprehension, is what I'm saying. Hey, what's up there, Leo, babe? What I'm saying is there's a feeling of apprehension, but this person has like witty banter. They're pretty clever. Like they have a bunch of like clever replies back. Like it's really heated and intense conversation that you're having with this person. So you could either be mad at each other, you know what I mean? And then it kind of turns into like a hate sex. Or it could be that you guys are like just having this little funny, witty banter back and forth. We're talking shit, you talking shit. And it's just that, and that tension is building up. And then it's like, maybe we're talking about stuff that we've done already. This somebody, if it's a man, this is a man who like prides themselves in having a nice penis. Like that may be their crown jewel for some of you. Or if this is a woman, it's a woman who's gonna like the size of your penis. So it don't really matter what you pull out. whatever little gun you pull out, she's okay with. They just find you to be very sexually attractive. So, you know what I mean? And it is somebody who is very sexually attractive. They have a lot of sexual energy radiating off of them. Or you'll have that off of you that day. We got the death here. So it looks like it's a woman. If it's a man, it's definitely a man who like women be fighting for or desire to be with or really want. Like it kind of seems like they're a ladies' man or a ladies' woman. Really smooth. Maybe they were popular in high school for some of you. Some of you they were like a jock or a sports player or something along the lines of that. You know what I mean? What's up there, Con Rabbit? He said what topics? Oh, topics be hitting from B More. What's up, B More? Up here in Delaware. Shout out to y'all. All right, so yeah, so you're gonna have an extended conversation that's gonna push y'all past the limits. Far as this may be, I don't know, some of y'all, this person may be very big into oral sex, so that may be what the actual sexual encounter really is. This is somebody who gets off on pleasing others or having control over you or having some type of influence over you, or you enjoy having this type of influence over this person. And I kind of get it being just that for real, for real. It could be sex, like it could be actually getting slammed, but so that's not really getting knocked through the mattress. The five wands can be, well, you know what it is? It could start off that way, and then it could lead into you guys like having more of a passionate, but it's like a quicker sex. It's like a fast sex. So this would probably be like a bend over type of sex, or it's not really a car sex. So it's like a bend over type, or like after a physical something. So an example of that would be like y'all were, if y'all live together, y'all would be in the house, maybe y'all cleaning together or y'all doing chores together, and then they see you. They try not to look at you, but you're looking really enticing. Then they just jump on you. Cause that's the vibe. Like it's a conversation, y'all talking. The talking can just be moanless bullshit drama, like bullshit that y'all talking about because of the 10 of swords and 5 of swords. We're not really talking about nothing of substance, or if we are, we're not really conveying it in the right way, and we're just getting heated, or we're just building up the passion between each other. So some of y'all is just gonna be a coworker who just be kicking the bobo, kicking the bullshit with you, just talking to be talking because they find you attractive and they're trying to talk their way into it, but like act like they're not trying to talk their way into it. So it's somebody who you guys may try to ignore your feelings for or try to ignore the desire for them, or they're trying to do that with you. Either which way, it's about to come over top. They're gonna, yeah, we got an 8 of wands here too. It happens fast sex. This is fast sex. So some of y'all, it is like maybe this is somebody who really takes care of their body, because the sixth house can be about fitness. So it could really be somebody who takes care of their body, has a lot of stamina, and it seems like it happens kind of quick. I get like sports, athletic, you know what I mean? Like athletic body. They don't have to be slim, slender. You just know this person be putting some motion in the ocean, man or woman. You just know this person can get it done. And it, like I said, it kind of seems like it's not a past person. Seems like it could be a new person, but it could be a past person. Like if it's a past person, then it would be a person that you guys are ignoring. They may be afraid of losing you, so that may be why they're going to try to put you through the mattress like this. You know what I mean? Or just try to please you. I kind of get that being the vibe where they just kind of want to please you because they're more afraid of losing you, afraid of losing asset to you or losing connection to you. You know what I mean? So if it's that way, then it's somebody who's rethinking what they said to you at some point, and then y'all have an extended conversation, and that may be them trying to resolve the issue and try to get into their power by like asserting themselves on you sexually. You know what I mean? It's usually somebody who got the baby leg. You know what I mean? So it don't have to be. You could just like their sex. Like, you know, when y'all be in love, what they say, the saying is when women be in love, 2 inches could feel like five, or whatever they say it is. You know what I mean? So it could be somebody who you do have feelings of like endearment towards, but you guys keep having the same complications, same issues, but they just can fuck good. It could be that. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, this could be somebody who's like an actor or famous in a way, because I'm looking at it looked like an Oscar. So maybe this person has won like, let's say Grammys, Oscars, or be around these type of people. You know what I mean? So it's something along the lines of that. They're just going to assert themselves. If they don't be around those type of people, this is somebody who you guys would view as a accomplishment, a trophy. The experience would be like, yeah, a crowning jewel. I got them. I got him, her, whatever. Even if it's your past person, you're bringing them back into your life and you'll feel accomplished that you did it. You know what I mean? So you guys have gotten past some type of hardship or some type of complication by talking it out, and you said the right words, or they said the right words, and you just went for it. You couldn't ignore it anymore. So um yeah, I really feel like somebody with a physically attractive body to you, or it just makes their body very attractive that day. So could be Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Sag, Cancer, Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Virgo, Sag, Gemini. Could be one of your signs. Don't gotta be. Don't gotta be. Okay. That was cool. That was good. That was a good start. That was a good start. Okay, let's look. So Aquarius, let's look. Next time you're getting put through the mattress. Oh, every time I split, I be seeing that first house. So somebody who likes your natural tendencies or you like their personality. They have a shining personality, charming charisma again. And it's confident. Whoever this is will be confident. So healing. All right, taboo. So this could be somebody who makes you guys feel insecure. Some of y'all, maybe you didn't feel wanted by this person or something like that. But it looks like you guys are gonna have a conversation that's gonna lead to more again, because we got third house. So Lilith. Somebody else could be somebody who's in your neighborhood. So if you don't have a partner, then there's somebody who's in your neighborhood or in your community, like your closer knit community. So think like your book club, think like your yoga class, think like your gym, think like I don't know, your Facebook, Instagram. It could be that. That could be a community. You know what I mean? Like it would be somebody who you guys will talk to and kind of feel like you shouldn't be talking to. So that's definitely how it kind of plays off, or you feel like you shouldn't be engaging with. So it's going to feel that way because somebody who's a temptation to y'all, or you're a temptation to them. It maybe could go both ways. It's just somebody who's going to kind of play on the vulnerability of you guys. So maybe you guys have a conversation and you're just being more vulnerable and expressing, maybe stuff that you normally wouldn't express with them, stuff you wouldn't normally say to them. You know what I mean? It could just be random shit, but it's just stuff that you normally would feel like could be questionable, but like I'm talking to you, so I'm saying this, and so it could be this, and you know what I mean? So they can insinuate and they may read more into what you're saying during this time. All right. So, but because love is here, this could just be a secret desire, but it could also kind of make it a secretive connection or a connection, like I said, that you feel like you shouldn't be dealing with. You shouldn't be with this person. All right, here we go. Got Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius. Yep, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's somebody who likes your ass if you got ass. Even if you don't, they just like it. They like your body. Yeah, could be a Leo. So this could be out of sexual. Some of y'all's gonna be out of sexual frustration. So, the Queen of Wands was in reverse. I just flipped her around, but that Queen of Wands in reverse can be like the other woman, or this is like a one night stand for some of y'all. Like it just may be just for the experience. There's somebody who you may feel pressured to kind of perform for. Oh yeah, we got the devil here. We got a sexual deviant here, y'all. Really nasty, freaky person. Really, this one is even freakier than the fucking the Pisces one I just did. So this is somebody who's very sexually enticing to y'all, and you're very sexually enticing to this person. This is somebody who just likes everything about you, likes the way you move, likes your body. Just they find you to be a temptation. You may find them to be a temptation. All that, but some of y'all they could have another connection, maybe. Then others of y'all, this is like a one night stand. You know what I mean? There's just strong sexual chemistry here. They may take y'all out to eat. Y'all may go out to eat. There may be food and all that good stuff involved because we do got Six of Pentacles. Some of y'all they may pay for it or buy you something expensive. There's like almost a way where it almost seems like it's too good for you to say no to. Like, oh, I did this, I did this, I did this. It's kind of hard to say no. You're like, I guess, I guess. And if for some reason this is a past person for some of y'all, then this is a past person who's gonna overgive to try to get you guys back sweet again. All right. Yeah. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're gonna try to get you guys to ignore whatever wrongdoing was done or something like that. Get you guys off the fence. They may try to pay for your affections to get you off the fence about them or something along the lines of that. I get generous though. So just maybe some of y'all's maybe a hotel or a room or a nicer place or something like that where they pay for a place or something like that. Or I don't know, I get them paying for stuff to make sure that like you're comfortable, to make sure that you're sure. So maybe this could happen days before. They could just be generous before leading up to it. Cause that may be what kind of makes you comfortable where maybe they, I don't know, bring you food, maybe they cash app you, maybe they, I don't know, they're just going to be generous. Some of y'all unusually generous, others of y'all they're just being overly generous than normal. You know what I mean? So they may be generous normally, but this time they're overly generous. And there's a little hidden string to it this time too. This maybe somebody has a hairier chest, woman that got a little back dimples, little butt dimples. You know what I mean? So they may have like somebody else, like if it's a woman, she has like wider hips. If it's a man, he may have like a burlier chest. Some of y'all hairier, but then others of y'all like a thicker, broader chest. They like to be naked. They like to get naked. It's that real sex where y'all get naked and just be nasty as hell. This be somebody blow bubbles in your butt. One of those people. They're like big into ass. Whoever says is big into ass, even if you don't got none, they're big into it. They'll act like it's the biggest ever. The biggest ever. They're like, oh, you got the nicest for real. It's somebody who's that like So maybe no, the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands means that this person is going to always be wanting to talk to y'all. So like they're always going to be trying to hold small conversations with y'all, gauging y'all. You know what I mean? And Page of Swords is somebody who is open to doing different stuff sexually. So they're open to it. They like to be talked to, but like they like you to talk to them. They don't want to talk to you. So they want to talk to you, but they don't want you to talk to them. So it's one of the two. They are a talker though. Big communicator. Likes to talk. Likes to talk freaky and kinky too. So that's what's going on here. He said, "Hi, Mr. Bubbles." You know what I mean? All right. Also, woman with a nice breast. So the woman has a nice body to the man. To the man, the woman has a nice body. And the man seems kind of more. This gives more like a animalistic sex. Like they're kind of rougher in a way. So maybe they don't shave or, like I said, hair your chest or something. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know. Maybe they just been working hard because of the Ten of Wands. Maybe they've been working hard and they just kind of get forceful in that way. Like, it's almost like I take it. You just kind of submit, you know what I mean? And it could come from the way that they're talking to you too. Like they may make you feel really desired. I think this is during a time where you guys are just horny. Because that Queen of Wands was in verse, but I flipped it around. So you may do it like with this person, if it's a temptation to you, you may do a good job of faking like you're not that interested. That may be what really happens. Like, oh no, I'm not. You know, you may act coy, act like you don't know what they're getting at. You know what I mean? Or they'll act that way with you, one of the two. But you may act like you don't know why this is all happening. But this person is really strategic, and they're just paying attention to how you respond to whatever they do. So this would be somebody who tries to touch you or tries to do things that are a little bit inappropriate, just to kind of like check to see if they can cross the line with you at first. So most likely it could be a date or something like that where you guys are doing something together or they're like giving something to you, you know what I mean? Or being of an asset to you first. They're trying to show that. They're trying to show value. So it's like a short, brief, if it's a newer person, it's a short, brief courtship. Very short because this person already has something in mind. They already had an agenda in mind. You know what I mean? And so any conversation that you're getting from them is really just because they're trying to fuck you. There's no other way around that. So all right. Yeah, might be a nighttime thing for some of y'all, but y'all may kind of get this like buzzing throughout the day. So it's probably like talking just on and off, you know what I mean? Little conversations. It's not nothing too major, just a little bit asking questions and stuff and just acting like they care or they're curious about you. They like to ask stuff about you, and this stuff boosts your confidence. So that's where it's all coming from. You'd be like, oh, okay, they care about me, they think about me. They may even say some bullshit like that. I think about you all the time. Stop fucking lying. Well, they may. They may, because the devil could be an obsessive person, you know what I mean? But I think what they mostly think about is sex. Y'all may also share some type of similar interest, hobby, or something like that. So maybe that's how y'all also connect too. Because that third house don't have to be a neighbor. It could just be somebody you have a similar interest, hobby with, you know what I mean? Or something that you're also passionate about. And it's like maybe because you're there, you kind of feel like you shouldn't be dealing with them. You know what I mean? So it's something like that. They kind of pose a indirect threat to your confidence, to your like, you know, it's like a vulnerable time in a way. So that's why I feel like they're taking advantage of a vulnerable time. I don't know what would be vulnerable for you, but it's like you probably just haven't had sex. You know what I mean? So that's probably the biggest thing. And that's probably how they get you. Because the devil is like, it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no. And then if it's a past person, it's a past person that you guys had good sex with, but you guys like maybe felt the connection was toxic, felt like you shouldn't be engaging, shouldn't be doing this anymore. It's just sex. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But like they be doing what they supposed to do. So especially with the Queen of Wands, you know, I kind of get it being that vibe where somebody who does know how to get freaky, you know, has to get kinky the way you want, and you feel desired during that time. So you don't really feel like trash. You don't feel like a slut or like, you know what I mean? You don't feel like a trick if you're a man and you paid for it. You don't feel like you were like duped out of this situation. You feel like you got what you got. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this was worth it. My investment paid off. That's what you feel like. Both of you feel that way at the end. Like, I got what I came for. You got what you came for? Yeah, we're both happy. So that's the vibe. Usually though, we got queens. Okay, so usually with the queens though, it's more of the man's pleasure. If we had the kings, it would have been more, well, except for the King of Swords. King of Swords is more of a man's pleasure too. But usually the queen, oh well, Queen Wand, she does get her pleasure. But you get your pleasure too, but it's more so you may be like really turned on, turning them on, and like, you know, getting them to like be all jittery and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So you may get turned on if you're a woman. If you're a man, then it'd be like you just happy that you were able to achieve this and conquer this moment and do all the right things, and you know what I mean, you got back what you put in. That's what you feel like. And so it doesn't feel like, oh, I took her on a date, I brought her to the movies, I went and I bought her a rose, I did this, that, and the third, and then she sent me home and fucked the guy she been fucking. You don't think that. You be like, yeah, I got what I came for. Great. All right. So could be a Gemini, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Cancer. It's a lot of Cancer energy there. So there is some type of emotions there, just something. It ain't a lot though. It's some type of emotions. Maybe these are just like feelings you guys are trying to hide, or maybe you're confused or they're confused. Like it's really built up in passion and lust, but like maybe it's been stagnant for so long that you feel like there's love there, or they feel like there's love there. They may even let it out and say that. I don't know. Hopefully not, but hey, whatever. People do stuff. Okay. What's up there, C Mac? I know, right? It's been a minute. I ain't done a live. Well, I did a live last week. I did a live last week. I was here on time. Okay, so Capricorn, let's look and see. Some of y'all, it may be somebody who is foreign or somebody who's from a distance, or it's going to be a memorable experience because it was the ninth house. So it don't really matter if they're foreign or from a distance or not. It's going to be a memorable experience. Okay, here we go. Lessons. So some of y'all is going to be somebody you guys are starting over with, or you're going to getting to know them. So if it's a newer person, you're getting to know them. If it's a past person, you guys are starting over, ground zero. So not the ground zero, and y'all just fucking just. Oh yeah, of course. We got Scorpio here. Definitely. They just found. So this, if you starting over, it's because they already wanted to fuck y'all. All right. So it could be a Gemini, it could be a Scorpio. This is somebody who talks freaky, kinky. That third house keeps coming out again because third house is here. It could be community, could be neighborhood. It's people that are within your closer environment, intimate environment. So they're like smaller groups, not large groups, smaller groups. So, but smaller group can be like y'all could be part of a large group and you still just talk to these select people. That could be a smaller group. You get what I mean? So it could be like the smaller group of people that you talk to in your environment. All right. But anyway, you're gonna get to see the dualistic side of this person if it's a newer person. But even if it's a past person, you're gonna see the other side of them. All right, and where they're a lot more obsessive, a lot more direct, and a lot more like focused on you. So that's gonna be the good part. There's somebody who's gonna try to sexually entice y'all, either through communicating or by like reiterating what it is that you say. So they may try to mirror you and talking how you talk or saying what you say. Like there's somebody who's strategic. So is a talker for sure, because you got to have that skill if you're a man. All right, and it's somebody who has strong sexual aura to them too. So that's probably why it goes down that way. Also, their physical body. It's somebody who could be into training for some of you, or this is somebody who could be into like school, or has maybe recently started a new job. So maybe you'll know that. I don't know. Or they just started at your new job, or they're newer to the environment that you're at. Because this seems like this may happen kind of quickly. You know what I mean? Like, especially even if it's a past person, like y'all just kind of came back just for this moment, it may seem like. So it's a lot of socializing that goes on though. So y'all gonna be talking, but like the talking is strategic. So what they're saying to you is really just for them to listen and try to learn you and to see where you are at this time. What they're really doing, what you probably may notice, is them staring at your physical body, them looking at you a lot, looking at you intensely. If somebody has a strong stare. So you're gonna notice that. And again, if it's a woman, she may try to like sexually entice you with her physical body, you know, because the earth is here, that usually has to represent your physical body. So it's maybe somebody who has a very sexually attractive physical body, or it's somebody who tries to entice you with their physical body. No, I mean, they have to have a sexually attractive body because you can't entice nobody with something they don't want. That don't work. All right. So, oh, yeah, it's going to happen out of nowhere. We got the tower. Not planned. Oh, King of Swords. Damn, the King of Swords. I told y'all, the King of Swords is more for the man. So if you're a woman, you better be more of the you better be more of the masculine person if you want this to be your pleasure. But it seems like this is somebody who you guys either like pleasing, or this is somebody who's going to want to please you if you're more masculine, if you're the more masculine vibe. So you have, let me say this, not necessarily masculine, you just have to be the more nonchalant person, the one who doesn't really seem to care if anything happens, if this, whether this develops or not. Whoever it kind of seems like they don't really care whether this develops or not. And this dynamic is going to have the power of the sexual experience. So it'll be more so tailored towards them. It's somebody y'all may have had an on-off connection with though, because of the Ace of Pentacles, or the connection just never really got off the ground. So you may not have been on and off, it just never got off the ground. So it's somebody who's probably been in your environment with the third house. You guys probably have talked to each other at some point, and they've been strategic with the conversations that they're having with you, but they've been looking at y'all differently now. We got the Hangman in reverse. So this is somebody who's now reframing the conversation or relationships between y'all. So y'all conversations are going to change. If you already be seeing them, y'all conversations are about to change drastically out of nowhere. This is going to catch you off guard. They start either talking kind of sync, like sexual, or talking a little bit more intense, or talking a little bit more intently. So like the conversation seems a little bit more, I'm gonna say forceful, but not really forceful. It just seems a little bit more forthright or open and like, I don't know, insinuating, where you can maybe guess that there's more to it, or that they were saying more to it. It's somebody who just plays it really cool. So sexual encounter, somebody who's big into doggy style, big into doggy and big into oral. They gotta have it or they gotta do it. It's one of the two. They gotta have it or they gotta do it. I don't know which way it goes, but they really freaky, really sexual, really freaky, really sexual. We got Scorpio twice. All right. So again, well, the man looks kind of in shape, but then some of y'all they're not really in shape. Some of y'all they in shape, some of y'all they're not in shape. I don't know who you're dealing with here. All right, so maybe some of y'all they're trying to get in shape, and then others of y'all they are in shape. So that may be partially how you may know them. I don't know, but they do a good job of socializing. Four cups. It's going to be out of convenience too, and four of pentacles. So there again, do we got any? We got four cups, and we got well, cups is the four cups is not really. I mean, it's love there. It's convenience or comfort, familiarity. So that's the emotional sentiment or tie that y'all will have. So even if it's your partner that you're with, it's like you just kind of just took it just to be taking it because y'all were there next to each other, and you know what I mean. It just kind of happened out of nowhere. They just started rubbing on you, and then it just kind of happens that way. Start talking sexual out of nowhere, or says something to kind of like trigger you to be in the mood, or they just put their mouth on you and then that sets it off. So it could be that too. It could be one of those two. Like I'm noticing the brain. So some of y'all is big on that. They may be very big on that because I just can't get away from that. So that may be something that, like, if you're a man, you that may be how you turn them on, or that may be how they turn you on. Because like they're manipulative too. So there's somebody who probably already knows what you desire from them. So they just using it as like a source of control or power. It makes them feel strong to be able to, like, control you in this way, or to be able to, again, to move you around this way. If you even if you're a woman, it's the same way. It's both dynamics, so it doesn't really matter. But it's somebody who's been hanging around and is going to seize an opportunity to either spend time with y'all. Yeah, we got Knight of Wands. They're gonna be bold. They're going to seize an opportunity to either start talking raunchy, or start talking, I don't know what else other way to explain it. But so if it's not raunchy, they're talking in a way where you just kind of pick up a sexual like hint from them, like, oh shit, something's up here. Because you may start looking at them differently based on the conversation that you're having with them. Like maybe you didn't even see them in that light. You know what I mean? Like this may be somebody who, like, if it's a newer person, you may not even see them in that light, but they stimulate your brain and the way that they communicate and they talk, where it's like you take them seriously, and you may even kind of think like, damn, I'll fuck them. You know what I mean? So it kind of gives that vibe, like, you know what? I think I would. Or you're saying something in that light where they're like, oh, I would. So again, like I said, it's doggy style and it's unexpected. So it's not really like playing, like these could be in, like, some of y'all, these could be public areas like outside, but then others of y'all it could be like maybe in a house, chair, couch, maybe the bed. It doesn't really seem like a bed vibe, but it could be. I was thinking more like couch or like a chair, or maybe over the counter type of thing, something like that. There's somebody who likes that, like the touch, likes to grab, likes to be held. If it's a woman, she likes to be held tight, and they like passionate sex. This is somebody who likes passionate sex, so deep, slow, long strokes or short strokes, whatever they got going on. Who knows? But it's something along the lines of that. This could be somebody who you guys can't really pinpoint how they feel about you. So that may be why it catches you off guard. Because you may not even know that they feel this way about you. But then the conversation shifts and you're like, oh wait, whoa. Oh, you want that. Okay. You know what I mean? So that it could be that. Maybe that's why the relationship never got off the ground. You know what I mean? That could be what it was for some of y'all. Like you didn't know what this person was, and for some of you, it's coming after them ending another relationship. So maybe that's possible, but like, I don't know. Really close though. They like that. They like that intimate sex. So it's like a lot of sweat, a lot of kissing, pheromones, and all that shit. Smell your neck, smell your head, hair, all that good shit. There's somebody who probably likes your scent, likes you on a primal level. Again, it's almost like Aquarius, but a little bit different. They like you guys on a primal level. All right. And if you already have a connection, then they're going to be trying to sabotage those relationships after this. So it's somebody who probably already staked claim to you with this Four of Pentacles. That's what it is. Four of Pentacles is somebody who stakes claim to you, and it's a sex that's void of emotions. So it's somebody who's coming to win you guys over, or coming to mark their territory or to obtain you, possess you, keep you, you mine. That's how they feel about y'all. All right, bear hug. They got a strong grip, strong bear hug. Somebody likes to hug. Y'all, that's got to be hot sex. It's got to be hot, for real, for real. My boy be saying hot stinking sex, because people know y'all fucking when they walk in. They be like, damn, y'all was sweating like shit. We know something was going on here, so it may be like that. All right, I think that was about it. Yeah, they like to look at y'all though during sex, even if y'all doing it from the back. They like to look at y'all, so they be like, they probably tell you, look back at me. Look at me. You know what I mean? They a demander with the King of Swords. They demand shit from you. And it's somebody who tells you what they want. They have like a strict way of doing stuff too. So it's kind of like somebody who already has a program and knows what they want. Knows, yeah, it kind of gives an older vibe, like an older man, but it don't gotta be, or an older woman, but it don't gotta be. You know what I mean? But you're gonna get to see a different version of them. You're gonna get to see a different version of this person. After that, you guys may take them a lot more seriously because they come to put it down. They are not coming to play. It could be also because I've seen that Night of Wands. It could mean that they're traveling to you, or they're going out of their way to make this happen, or you go out of your way to make this happen. So you may travel to them or something, something along the lines of that. But good communication makes it happen. That's what initiates it. All right. And it doesn't even seem, well, I'm about to say, it doesn't even seem like they do much. I mean, like, they do what they do, but I mean, so, with Aquarius and Pisces, it was like they're paying for the affection. With Capricorn, they just, I guess the dick is the affection, is the pay. They're like, yeah, or the experience of them showing up is the pay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? It depends on you, but none of these cards say, hey, I'm going to give you anything. Four of Pentacles could mean that you do obtain something from them. So they could bring a gift, maybe. You know what I mean? So they could do something like that, maybe. You'd be excited to have this person around. So some of y'all may not even think about that. You know what I mean? Anyway, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Sag. I said Scorpio? Yeah, I did. Oh, we also got, yeah, I said Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, I said that. Okay. All right. I think somebody else an opportunity y'all don't. It's an opportunity y'all don't want to miss out on. That might be why they didn't really give y'all much, or didn't have to give you much. You guys was like, nah, I want this. I desire this too. Bring it. You can bring it. Just bring the dick. Fuck it. Or just bring the click. Bring the click. Whatever. Just bring it. All right. Fine. So y'all was on that type of time. Good grief. And because it was that, it could happen very quickly too. I said that though, right? All right. So anyway, let's look and see. What's up there, Silent Priestess? Okay. Hey, Max. Let's look and see, Sag. The next time you're getting put through the mattress. All right. Let's look and see. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Next time you guys are getting put through the mattress. Oh, there we go. Bam. Oh, first house. You're going to be feeling really attracted during this time. This could also be somebody who either fell in love with you at first sight, or you're going to fall in love with them at first sight. I still haven't figured that out yet. That's the only issue with this. I haven't figured out if it goes both ways or if it's one way. So it may go both ways. It may just go one way. I don't know. It doesn't really matter if it was love at first sight for them or not. And you still did, like, you still get put through the wall, put through the mattress. I said, put through the wall. We got an aggressive person. They want to put you through the wall. God damn. All right. It's attractive though. I will say that they are attractive. So even if it's not love at first sight, you guys just like them. Oh, there we go, second house. So somebody who shares the same value system as you, shares the same beliefs as you, is also maybe a hard worker. They will spend money. This would be a luxurious experience. So y'all may be at a room, a hotel. This could be a whole experience, dinner, date, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Gift, flowers at the door. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. Maybe they crocheted you a hat. Don't never crochet me a hat because that shit's going in the trash. Don't do that. Do something I can use. I'm not using that hat. But anyway, I don't know. There's somebody who's like generous. There's somebody who is definitely generous. Wants to pay for your time or wants to pay for the experience. Or you want to pay for the experience. You want to be generous. Who knows which way it's going? I don't know. I mean, if you don't got the money, then you ain't gonna be the generous one. That's for sure. You know what I mean? But if you got the money, then I don't see nothing wrong with being generous. You like how I threw that back on you? I threw it back on you because women always say that. If you ain't got the money, that's okay. No, bitch. If you don't got the money, it's okay. You can't spend what you don't got. All right. So anyway, well-dressed person. Also, somebody has a strong body. It's kind of solid. I don't know if they work out, but it's a solid body, solid build. You know what I mean? So if it's a woman, she's a full body woman, or at least you feel that way about her body. You're like, yeah, all the good parts is there. You know what I'm saying? You said who grandma am I dating? I ain't dating nobody grandma, but I ain't dating no brokies either. That's for sure though. Nine of Pentacles. They got money. And the Nine of Pentacles in the six cards has to do with going to a hotel or going to a luxury place or they're spending money. So whoever it is, either you're spending the money or they're spending the money. But it's somebody who's most likely single too. So I don't see them being in a relationship. Nine of Pentacles is usually a single person. And we got the Eight of Swords. So it's somebody that you guys have been ignoring the obvious with. So they've been trying to assert themselves and make this happen, but you've been ignoring the signs that this person is like trying to date you or trying to romance y'all. So Eight of Swords again could just well normally again Eight of Swords sometimes means that there is no sex, but they pay a lot. They did a lot, so I don't see why you wouldn't. But I mean, you don't have to do anything. It is somebody who's going to want stability afterwards, though. So y'all may kind of like I don't know, move the connection to like from being single to being dating and all that bullshit. Yeah, I got the chariot in reverse. So somebody's gonna probably use this. Somebody has status and is gonna probably use some type of influence to their advantage. All right. They also are very aggressive when you got that there. Queen of Wands. Oh, you feel desired, and the Queen of and the Page of Swords too. Wow. Page of Swords again, and the Queen of Wands. So you're gonna like the way they talk to you. They're gonna be basically they're gonna be doting on you all night. So if y'all go on a date and shit, which most likely y'all will, because it's an experience where they're spending money. I don't see how y'all would sit in the house unless y'all what grub hubbing and door dashing and I don't know what else you could be doing where you spending money from home. Maybe they buy you shit on on Amazon, or they buy you shit. I don't know. Maybe they buy you shit out of Fashion Nova. They pay for your card or something. I don't know what the fuck they may do, but they spend the money. Is what I will say. They're willing to spend the money for the experience with y'all. So it could be even on a little road trip, or you know what I mean. Like they may do that. Maybe they fix a car, fix a vehicle, something along the lines of that. Some of y'all maybe somebody who sells cars, vehicles, or some shit like that. Like they could have a business. They may be good at money, like have money and shit like that. Like this is somebody who knows how to make money, but they also use that money to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? They use like, oh, I bought you those new J's. Oh, I got your car fixed. You know what you gotta do for Uncle Charles now. Uncle Charles wants something now. Uncle, you know what I mean? He want his little piece now. That's the vibe that this comes from. This is a pay to play. This was a pay to play. Whoever paid it was happy with it because this is what they wanted to do. They already knew. They're like, shit, I got this money to fuck off. I was fitting the trick on her anyway. And if this was a woman, she felt like he needed to pay me. He needed to take me out to this. I want to go to here. I want to go there. Well, cool. You're going there. You're going there, buddy. Don't you worry about it. You're getting there. Queen of Wands, though, and like I said, this is somebody who dotes on you a lot. So they definitely compliment you a lot. They flirt with you the whole time. They throw a little sexual innuendos in there, just a little bit with the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So it's a little bit of that like you get turned on by this person because they are witty, they funny, they're very receptive or very like perceptive. They pay attention to you. They, you know what I mean? Uncle Charles do sound old. I just called him Uncle Charles. Really, they just call him C Mac. My bad, C Mac. My bad, C Mac. But they just call him C. You know what I mean? C Love. They call him C Love. You know what I mean? He ain't really Uncle Charles. I just call him Uncle Charles because I know him. I know him. Like, yo, you old as hell, but you still out here with the young girls. So, so it's somebody who's still like, so maybe they're older than you in that light, but maybe not because they don't really say just yet. I don't. Queen of Wands is just a little bit older than you, so they're not. And then Queen of Swords is younger than you. So if it's a young money getting dude, then they live a very luxurious life. So this ain't no real biggie for them to like give you this money. They're like, oh, I don't really care. So they could be already like, rolling the cake or they just like spending. They just like, what I mean, buying women or buying sex or, what I mean, getting material goods. They like to have stuff and they like to give stuff away and it's their power. This is how they're known to get women. That's their way. So like, that's why I was saying to y'all earlier that like they have a bigger body. They don't have to have a bigger body, but it kind of gives the vibe of a bigger body person because that's usually what they do. They don't spend the money on you, and there's nothing wrong with it because it's a physically appealing body. Like you'll find it appealing, but like I said, they talk you into it, or they do so much that you just feel desired by this person. Queen of Wands is here, so it does mean they're attractive. You will find them to be desirable in some way. So like, and it could just come from the experience itself, where you're like, okay, well, they did treat me like a lady, or they did treat me like a man. She made me feel like a man. You know what I'm saying? For real. So like, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's some now. Some of y'all they may like to spit, or like, yeah, spit, maybe spit in their mouth. You spit in their mouth, or it's like a kisser, a big kisser. Woman, then this one, the woman's into oral sex. So if it's a woman, she's into oral sex. The guy, maybe you know what I mean? I don't know. He just likes to be like on top. That's what I will say. The guy you're dealing with likes to be on top. And if it's a woman, she doesn't mind being dominated. She kind of like relaxed. For her, this is like she just wants to be the center of attention. So as if you're a man, as long as you're just giving her all the validation and praising her body and complimenting her like throughout the whole day, though, it's not just before sex or during sex, jackass. You gotta say it all the way through, do it all the way the whole day. This is part of the seduction. That's what it looks like. Now, the Eight of Swords could be like, I don't know, sometimes the Eight of Swords can be, it's a complication with the sex at first. And the complication could be of like being uncomfortable. Maybe it could be in a closed space. So maybe a car. Well, no, well, I don't know. Maybe it could be because maybe y'all in the bathroom of a hotel. You know what I mean? Like you got the hotel room, but like he couldn't wait. He see you get out the shower, he all over you. You know what I mean? So it could be that. But then it could also be um, like you may have to talk this person up. Like you may have to talk the sex up. Cause like sometimes with the Eight of Swords, this person could get into like overthinking and like be all in their head, and you have to kind of like you have to make them feel desired. Cause like this person, like they'll pay for it, but like don't make me feel like a trick. Don't make me feel like I'm just buying it and you're doing me a favor. Because this person don't see themselves in that light. They see themselves as wanting you to be happy and wanting you to have things and wanting to give these things to you and wanting to see you with nice stuff. So it's like I don't want you to feel like I'm just some trick. That's not the case. I just want you to be happy. I got this and I'm willing to share. I'm generous. I want you to know it's the type of life we could live together. That's what this person is thinking about. And if it's a man doing, if it's a woman, then she's kind of vetting you to see, can you maintain this lifestyle? Can you continually do this for me? So like she's gonna be asking a bunch of questions and just curious about like maybe your ways of making money, how you live, where you live, little stuff like that, stuff about stability, about finances. What's your job like? That type of shit. How is your job? How do you like work? She'll be asking about that, about assets and shit. It may not come directly about it, but that'll be out there. It'll be in the conversation at some point. Because this person may feel like you're doing really good. All right. It's a pleasurable experience though, because of the Nine of Pentacles. So we don't gotta worry about that. Yeah, they just like to be on top though. Big. This is somebody who's obsessive over you too. So like you may be a baddie to this person. They be like, yes, I got her. This is somebody who's so happy to have you. For real. That it's a good investment to them. So like they are not tripping. They are not tripping. Like once they set their sight on you, they was like, "This gonna be mine. She gonna be with me. I'm gonna spend what I got to." All right. So could be a Aries, could be a Taurus, Gemini, Pisces, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer. Libra, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sag. Yep. All the same thing. All the same things. Let me get a little sippy sip. I did say they could be a little bit older than you. Did I say that? They don't gotta be, but usually the queens are a little bit older than you, just a tad bit, not a whole lot of bit, just a little bit. All right, hold on. Somebody was just DMing me. They said they wanted to book a reading, and we love that. Sure can, we can, sure can. What's your question? Send payment. Takes me 24 hours. Great, love it. Oh, my bad, y'all. Okay. So We're on Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's look and see. Scorpio. Here we go. Okay, so Scorpio. Let's look and see who. Next time you're gonna get put through the mattress. Let's look and see. Okay, we got Aquarius here. So that usually means it's not really your usual type, but you're being open-minded here. All right, we shall see what else. So somebody who's friendly, social, outgoing, probably has a large network, has money, because we got a second house here, has money or works a very good job. Yeah, they definitely have a large network. Y'all may know them from your community. We got 11th house here. So you're gonna either know them as having a large following, a large network, or working for a large community, a large network, or something like that, a large organization where they get paid. So they may work a good job where they get paid, or you're gonna know them through friends. Like you guys may socialize with them from time to time. I kind of feel like y'all do. They in a large. It's like you could be with them where they're large groups of people because it's 11th house. So large groups of people. Think like festivals. Think like I don't know, just you know what I mean, just stuff like that. Think like that. Something large like that. It don't have to be, but it could just be a large community. Wherever there's a large group of people is who this person to be or how you'll know them. All right. It's somebody who's aware of you guys, very socially aware or very socially conscious of their surroundings. You know what I mean? So they're aware of like how people feel about them or how people make them feel. Some of y'all, they could also be a I was thinking kind of smart, like a scientist or a chemist or something like that. Maybe they were really smart in school and they were into chemistry or some shit like that. Or I don't know. I don't know how you would know that, but I was just saying because I'm just trying to give you all the clues I can. But usually it means that they want to experiment. So y'all, this maybe y'all just experimenting. That may be what's happening. Maybe y'all are experimenting because the Queen of Wands was there again, and that Queen of Wands always means when she's in reverse, it's out of sexual frustration. So you could be getting sex, but maybe maybe you're not getting the type of sex you want. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people just say, "I'm not sexually frustrated. I just had sex last week." What was it? The sex you wanted? Where's you fulfilled? Did you get yours? And then you're still sexually frustrated. That's just the game. So it's somebody who's definitely going to like rock your little bed sheets, smoke your boots. All right. And again, this is somebody who you guys may even look at for security. You guys may want to keep this person. We got the Eight of Swords again. Eight of Swords. So you may want to keep this person, hold on to this person. Yeah, they got a nice. If it's a man, they got a nice dick. It's somebody who like pretty rock hard. So y'all, that may be why y'all try to hold on to this person because they definitely gonna be smoking your boots, smoking your boots. So it could be a Leo, could be a Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Sag, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, or a Cancer, Taurus. So it's one of those signs. And because it got Six of Pentacles, this is a give to get person. So you don't, it's not the same thing as it was for Sagittarius. It's not the same way for y'all. If they're giving you something, they definitely expect something. There ain't no freebies here. You did not get nothing free here. And if it's a woman and she gave it to you, you did not get it for free. There was a benefit that came along with it. You did something. You did something. That's for sure. So either you were very persistent, very charming, and put a lot of effort into like wooing her over, if it's a woman, and if it's a man, he was very persistent. He kept up the pressure. You know what I mean? And then he probably some of y'all he may even showed you what he was working with. Like, look, man, I got something going, man. Come on, no, don't act like that. You know what I mean? But this would be somebody who gets turned on very quickly by y'all. So you don't really got to do a lot with this person. They was already ready. That's the best part with this one. So, but with Eight of Swords usually can mean that there's complications again, because Eight of Swords does usually mean that there's they say it's what's it called? I lost the word, and I was saying a lot the last reading, but I forgot what it's called. Impotence. That's not just impotence though. ED. Some of y'all, this could have been like somebody who has ED or had ED. They don't have to have had it. But what I'm saying is like this could be somebody who like it's anxiety induced. So they need to be stimulated. So like it has to be a lot of talking. And you guys like, and then through that turns them on. So this is what do they call that? Is it sapiosexual? Where they gotta be talking, you gotta talk to this person, because that would turn them on. But like you gotta talk like how you talk. You gotta talk in a way where it opens them up, where they don't feel as restricted. Because remember I said that Queen of Wands was there earlier is in reverse because it's sexually frustration. But sometimes it could be like they don't feel desired. They want to feel desired. So you have to talk to this person in a way to make them feel like they're desired. But they're giving to get. So I don't know why they feel like they need to be desired, but hey, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? I guess that just turns them on because that's maybe what it is. You have to turn them on by like making them feel attractive, making them feel like you want. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's not just desire. You got to make them feel like you want it. If you want this to happen, you have to make this person feel like you want to have sex with them. Otherwise, they're not going to want to invest that much into it. So you do kind of be a little obsessive or pushy with them in a way, or like you have to give some type of effort to make them feel like you want it, and then they'll be more invested into it. But it's somebody who's planning this already. They've already been like planning it, and so they're just probably just going to try to be more cordial soon and try to open up the lines of communication by being charming, flirtatious, flattering you. But it's a consistent basis. It never stops. So like that's why. Like this is somebody who like kept pushing, and some of y'all may be like, it's not my usual type, but they probably got money, or they probably stable, or this could be a long-term relationship with the way they're putting this effort forward. I could probably keep this person. And then they have good sex. And then you'd be like, well, they got money and good sex. Okay. I think I can get with this program. So it'd be somebody who you guys may kind of be at like, I was gonna say at your wits end. So maybe some of y'all are leaving one relationship for the next, or they're leaving one relationship for the next. Because this would be somebody who wants to dive straight into a connection. We got 3 of cups. This is somebody who loves y'all, but it's like a platonic love. So they have genuine care and concern for you, but it's like a platonic love. It's not like, oh, I love you, you're my wife, and you know, nah, they have this like affection for you. It's a tenderness for you. Like I like having you around. I like talking to you. I like seeing you. It's somebody who is like I said, gonna go out of their way to connect with you, to be social. Some of y'all this may happen after a party or at a party or a social event because of the 3 of cups in this 11th house. Could be at a social event that y'all like connect, and then it kind of leads to there. It's somebody who's chased y'all. It looks like it's somebody who's chased y'all down, or it's somebody who you've chased down. One of the two. You know what I mean? So if you're not this person's usual type, then you chase them down. And then it was like, oh, okay. And they seen the value and the stuff that you have. And you know what I mean? It was like, shit, well, you know, I'm gonna get something out of this, so I might as well, you know what I mean? Or it's the other way around. You seen this and then you thought, well, I'm gonna get something out of this. You know what I mean? So it's somebody who I don't know, some of y'all they don't really shave like that. They don't really shave. Some of y'all they may have a mohawk, long hair. Others of y'all, they could be built like a dad bod. Could be on somebody who's built like a dad. But if it's a woman, she kind of gives older vibes, older woman vibes. Maybe she don't shave all the way. Maybe she do. I don't know. She kind of gives older woman vibes. But I know what they be digmatized. If you're a man, she gonna be stuck on you. If you're a woman, they're gonna be stuck on you, or you'll be stuck on them. It'll probably be both ways. This would be somebody who like sees it as a what's it called? A transactional relationship. This may be a more transactional relationship. Now again, because the 6 of Pentacles here, they could be spending money, taking y'all out, buying you something. Maybe they buy you an expensive gift or something, or they're a little overly generous than normal. You know what I mean? Something like that. Because the Knight of Pentacles is there in reverse. They're gonna go out of their way to do something. And usually with the Knight of Pentacles, this is something that's been a long time in the making. So this sexual experience took a long time. You know what I mean? Maybe some of y'all didn't even consider it at first. You know what I mean? But like because of how persistent and consistent you've seen this person, or how persistent and consistent this person is like interacted and pressed the issue between y'all. Yeah, I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna give it a go. Let's just give it a go. Let's see what happens. And lucky you did. Cause they slinging and banging. Some of y'all, they is slinging and banging. If not, they just like really aggressive and throw you all over. This would be somebody who kind of ragdolls y'all. So they may be kind of strong. That 10 of Wands is usually a strong person. So they you know what I mean? They got stamina. Whoever this is got stamina. So y'all can fuck for hours. They can go. You know what I mean? They can go, is what I will say. And some of y'all, they may not even been having sex that much. With the strength, this may be somebody who abstains from sex unless they get the ones they want. So that may be also why they're being overly generous with you. Because it's somebody who it seems like they don't just fuck anybody. And they can't just be like, I don't know, they don't just get turned on by anything. They need to be stimulated by the right thing. So it's probably by the right actions, by the like attraction. They like to find people who are very attractive, you know what I mean? So it's not like I'm not just having sex with just to have sex. They ain't like that. Nah. So you must have been looking good that day, or they were looking really good that day. And that was like, and then you guys kind of could see it happening. Like, oh, okay, I see something here. Okay, okay. You just give it a chance. You give this connection a chance. All right, so maybe this happens during like a networking opportunity, or like during like maybe it's in your career. Maybe y'all meet them through your career, or they met you through their career, or something like that, or you met them through you met them through their career or something like that. So maybe that's possible too. So I don't know, somebody who's analyzed the friendship between y'all, has analyzed the social interactions that they have with y'all. They be trying to fill out if you like them too. It's somebody who's trying to fill out if you like them too. And then I guess through conversation, you guys are going to become a lot more open to them, or you know what I mean, or they're going to become a lot more open to you. It's somebody who's been ignoring the signs though, or you've been ignoring the signs. You know what I mean? So they're going to start getting more aggressive and kind of forceful, or pushy. And that's where it all takes all the magic happens. You know what I mean? Because there's a strategy to it. Then I'm just gonna push, and then until she reject me or until he reject me. That's what happens. That's what happens. All right. So it could be Aquarius, could be a Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Sag, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Cancer, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio. I said Sag. I did. I did. Yeah, you just need to know it's a very possessive person, or you guys are going to be very possessive over this person. One of the two. I mean, usually that's a Scorpio trait. Y'all do always be possessive over people, but I don't know. Like this may give like a spouse type of sex, not like being whack like a spouse sex. Because I don't think of like marriage sex as being exciting sex. It can be, but I don't think of it as being that. But this would be like somebody who you guys kind of have that rocky romance with, where like if anybody else interacts with them after this, you guys are going to be pissed, or they're going to be pissed. They're not going to play that shit. They're not going to play that shit. You need to know that. There's somebody who does not like to be for the community, or does not like people that are for the community. You know what I mean? So yeah, I gave you signs. I did. I did. Okay. Damn. Oh, I meant to tell y'all too, because the Knight of Pentacles is there. They're going to do something that they normally don't do with you. So whatever that may be, like that could be, I don't know, maybe it could be, some of y'all could be raw sex, it could be oral sex, it could be butt sex, it could be, I don't know, it could be something that they normally don't do for others, they're going to do for you in order for it to happen too. Or something you normally wouldn't do for others, you're going to do for them. It's somebody who likes to be the exception to the rule, or it's somebody who's making you the exception to the rule. So that's what you need to know. All right. So Libra. Let's look. Next time you getting put through the mattress, it's a big money guy or a girl. Big money. I seen the CEO, Capricorn. Some of y'all, somebody with the big money, or somebody you guys had to be patient with. We got Vesta. Yeah, it could be. Now, some of y'all, they may be in a relationship because we got Vesta here. This could mean that this person is already devoted elsewhere. But if not, this would be somebody who's devoted to this connection or devoted to this experience with y'all. Here we go. Fifth house, Leo. All right, so we got Leo. We had Capricorn earlier. We got Leo twice. All right. It's definitely going to be somebody who's going to try to win your approval. Somebody who's attractive or popular or in the public eye. Some of you, they're an actor, creative, an artist, singer. Maybe they write poems. It could be any of that. They're going to be generous, though. So y'all may go on a date. This may entail going on a date. You know what I mean? Them wanting to show you off. There may be a partner you want to show off to. You may want to be seen with this person. Like, look who I'm with. Look what I got going on. Some of y'all, there's is a it's a showstopper, or a, like I said, a famous or notable person, popular person. They're notable. All right, that's what I will say. Headstrong person. Usually, this is somebody who's used to being given to. So this is be somebody who's going to be generous towards y'all, or be like really devoted. They're going to want to show you off. They're going to want to show you a good time. That's what, or you're going to want to show this person a good time, whatever way it goes. I don't know. They're going to want to show you a good time, though. That's something that you need to know. It's somebody you guys be proud to have, though, or proud to be with. Very passionate. The experience will be very passionate too. So this would be, it may even kind of feel like the connection has more of a spiritual connotation to it too. So you may feel like there's a little bit more than just the sex. Okay, we got 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. All right. So it's really somebody who didn't put a whole lot of effort in, if I'm really being honest. They just decided to pick up and start pushing for it. So what happened here? Eight of Swords keeps coming out. Okay. So again, you have to, oh, that's why you guys are going on dates. You got to stimulate this person. Now, sometimes the Eight of Swords could be about drugs that they be on. So maybe maybe it could be alcohol. Sometimes that could be it. So sometimes the stimulation could just be like, you guys have to talk. You have to rub on them, rub on her or him. You know what I mean? It could be a little bit close off at first because they could be overthinking. Like this is somebody who wants to win your approval, wants to please you. So this is somebody who wants, they're overthinking what they should be doing or pushing the issue. So I said they don't really do much, but it's because they don't really want to push the issue and turn you off. It's somebody who probably thinks that you guys are fickle. and doesn't want to turn you off. Like they're really just into like pleasing you and having a very pleasurable experience. So like it's devoted towards the sex, but like I don't want to piss you off. I don't want to say anything wrong. Yeah, Six of Swords. And we got the Fool. This comes out of nowhere. Some of y'all, it's a random ass trip you guys go on, or they go on, or they just y'all just if it's a past person, because some of y'all could be a past person. If it's a past person, it's a past person you guys are having a little blame game with at this time, but y'all pick back up where y'all left off at. It just be a random text, call, and then y'all right back off to the races all over again. All right. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Swords. It is definitely Ten of Swords. Ah. And we got the Knight of Cups. Ah, it's a charmer, romancer. They tell you what you want to hear. I'm back, babe. Gaslighter. Love bomber. Yeah, they make themselves appear to be how you would like them to be. Charmer. They could be a great salesperson. Somebody, just maybe somebody who's good at sales or good at like persuading you, winning your heart, winning you over. They're really good with words. Velvety tongue, silver tongue. Really good with the words. Also, because that Knight of Cups, they're a good kisser. So somebody you guys probably like to kiss or will like to kiss. They're affectionate like that. They like to kiss. They like to be kissed on. All that. This is somebody who just doesn't want to feel pressured to like stay. Some of y'all didn't want to feel. Some of y'all didn't want to feel pressured to staying around, or you won't want to feel pressured to keeping them around. You like this may be like a hot like a what do you call it, a wham bam thank you ma'am, or like an in and out situation. Some of y'all because of it. So some of y'all this may happen on a cruise or happen on a trip. So that may be like partially part for some of y'all. Then others of y'all, this could just be like random, like a random experience. I don't know. Some of y'all they came from somewhere, or you just kind of popped up on it. The conversation just kind of came up into that. Like y'all were just out. Maybe you were just out on like this could be a time where you're out on the town, and this. So I'm gonna describe what this could happen for y'all if it's not nobody that you know at all. This could be a moment where you guys are out on the town, looking very attractive. People are like complimenting you left and right. This is one of those days when everybody's complimenting you left and right. You're feeling like a star. You're feeling like I'm her, I'm him. People are being unusually, not unusually generous, they're being more generous with you. So you're getting opportunities, you're getting access to stuff, they're giving you stuff. So like, let's say you go to a bar, they're giving you free drinks, they're giving you free pretzels or free food, or, you know what I mean? They cut your tab in half, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's just an example. But like, you know, it could be anywhere. Like, you're just gonna notice generosity that day. It could be from this person, but it could be from anybody. You're gonna notice you're getting a lot of attention that day. So you should be feeling like, oh shit. That's how you're gonna know that something's gonna happen, because you're like, yo, I'm feeling attractive today. I'm feeling like people are hyping me up left and right. You know this about to happen. All right. So they don't want you to feel pressured. That's what it is. So somebody, so that's what the overthinking is. They don't want you to feel pressured, but they are trying to convince you into it. And you'll probably let them convince you into it because, again, you guys have a good time. You guys probably go out, see some shit, because it's the fifth house. So it usually means a nightlife, but it can just mean like maybe y'all went to the fair, maybe y'all went to a carnival, maybe y'all went to the movies, maybe y'all just walked the park. Who knows? You could just do anything. It's really any of these little, like, it's the simple pleasures because it's Leo. It's the simple, genuine pleasures that you get from this person. So the generosity don't even got to be cash. It could just be the experience. Like maybe they took you on a date. Maybe they were more romantic than they normally be. Maybe they were more emotionally expressive than they normally be. It could be any of that. You know what I mean? It's unusual because of the Fool here. Like this ain't what they do. This ain't how we do. Or it's just so rare that this is happening. You know what I mean? So some of y'all is like they just kind of came out of nowhere. Y'all just like I feel like there could be trip, but if it's not a trip, the conversation just came out of nowhere. We just started talking again out of nowhere. And it's somebody who knows how to like charm their way back into your life. So some of y'all could be ignoring them. Some of y'all could be closed off from them. They could, like I said, blame game. You don't want to put no pressure or you don't want to put no effort into it. They didn't want to put no effort. So they're going to try to make it seem like they weren't really pressed for this situation to happen, but they really are pressed for it to happen. That's why they even, some of y'all is why they even made the trip, or that's why they even took the action or any of that. Or this is why they like reached out, called, tried to pick up where y'all were left off at, why they replied. That's why they replied. So if you message them, that's why they replied, because they're like, oh shit, she hit me, he hit me. Oh shit, it's about to go down. So it's that vibe. You know what I mean? It's somebody you guys had to be patient with, or they had to be, or this was somebody who was like losing their patience, and then they was like, I'm about to just fucking reach out to her, call her, and see what's up. You know what I mean? Ten of Swords is an exaggerated conversation. It's really about nothing. But like I'm trying not to let you end this cycle. I'm really some of y'all they try to do it for closure. I just wanted to call and just give you closure. You know what I mean? I'm really about to move on this time. You ain't fucking about to do shit. Get naked. It may be like that. It may not really be like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it may come about like in that way. Like I'm just gonna leave it. Like I think we should be done with this. We done tried too many times. Shut up. Shut up. You coming over or not? They be right on their way. Here I come. Here I come. They be right on their way. Fly straight across town. Somebody will fly straight across town to come see you. Bring wine, bring snacks, food. What you drinking? What you drinking? We do all that shit. Yeah, whatever you drinking. It's somebody who's definitely trying to persuade you to fuck them. So they're gonna be super enthusiastic. If y'all were having a hardship, you don't even know that y'all was going through nothing. They be done try to swipe it under the rug. They be like, oh yeah, man, I wasn't even tripping on that. You know what I mean? Whole feelings hurt like a motherfucker. But they like, but there's a chance that I might be able to lay you down, so my feelings are not hurt. Don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? So you could be dealing with a sad. Wait, let me say this to y'all. Sex. So okay, so you definitely got to rub on this person. You definitely gotta like stimulate them in some way. Rub them. Like this is somebody who likes to be touched on. Rub their hair, rub their arm, leg. That's what I mean, stimulation. It could be in talking too, but like they like to do stuff. So like they need to like maybe you need to put a movie on, put a show on, like put Blue's Clues on for all I care. Who cares? Something, music, something. They need stimulation. Something has to be going on. It could be conversation. So sometimes it could be like this person maybe is like a jittery person. So shoulders maybe or something. You need to do something that kind of like relaxes them. They need to be relaxed. So that's probably why they bring alcohol. Some of y'all, because anxiety, nerves, you maybe make this person nervous. Because I said it's somebody who wants to gain your approval, and maybe somebody who makes you nervous because you want to gain their approval too. All right. Now the Ten of Swords though. So Ten of Swords normally means there's no sex, but with the Knight of Swords, they're able to talk their way into it. So you may have said, "I'm not fucking him or her." Yeah, sure you wasn't. Sure you wasn't. Sure you wasn't. They sold you on that one. They sold you a good one. So yeah, mostly looks like generic sex, if I'm really being honest. But it's good. It's good sex. You know what I mean? It's more so like missionary from what I'm looking at. Mostly missionary. Some of y'all, they may even kind of bring toys into it. So maybe y'all are into like the rose or maybe a little dildo or something. So maybe some of y'all is same sex. You know, this could be same sex or something like that. This may be like an experience y'all never had. Because some of y'all, it could be like that. Y'all may have an unexpected experience. Girls' night out. She get the rubbing on that cat. Now you hot and ready. Little Caesars. Damn. Put that on tape. So it could be this. It could be any of these situations I'm just explaining to y'all. But yeah, it just took a little bit. It seemed like it took a little bit for the like, I don't know, for them. Either it took a little bit for them to come back around, or it just took a little bit for y'all to pick back up where y'all was off at, where y'all was left at, wherever that was. All right, so it could be an Aries Aquarius, could be a Gemini, Capricorn, Aquarius, what was it Pisces, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Sag, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. All right, so that's that. So you say what? He used hella toys on you? Oh, y'all is the freaky. Yo, that's us. He be knowing what he doing. That's what that Knight of Cups is. He's seducer, romancer. He know what he doing. She know what she doing. She know how to please. All right, so we guys just seen the Lilith. So some of y'all is gonna be a connection with. It's gonna be a sexual experience that may be confusing. You guys may wonder why y'all feel. So it could be already somebody that you're dealing with, or that you guys are like crushing on, or somebody who's crushing on y'all, and it may be a temptation. Yeah, you're gonna have some type of random ass breakthrough or some type of out of the blue conversation, or this experience comes out of the blue. We got Uranus, seventh house. I don't know. So maybe, I don't know. Some of y'all, we're going to say that they're in a relationship. Others of y'all, this could be somebody you guys end up in a relationship with, but that, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Some of y'all, they could already be in a stable commitment. Some of you, possibly. But then others of y'all, this maybe just randomly turns into a relationship. It's somebody who may not be your usual type, but they are aesthetically attractive or aesthetically pleasing on the eye, well dressed, takes care of themselves, manners, you know what I mean? Pleasant to be around, very hospitable, also generous, takes their time. It doesn't seem like they're in a rush to fuck, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like this is all about sex. So that's the vibe. They're very social. You can talk, good conversation. So you like all that, you know what I mean? And it's probably not your usual type, but it may be somebody who breaks you out of a certain pattern when it comes to relationships or certain people that you go with or certain people that you date. So it could be like unexpected. Like I didn't expect to like this person, but like, yeah, they do hit a lot of the points that I was looking for. You know what I mean? So it's somebody who has caught y'all off guard or caught y'all unaware. All right. You said new, not put through the mattress. That's exactly what we trying to look for. Who trying to put you through who's gonna put you through the mattress? What that next experience gonna look like? Oh shit. I also forgot to tell y'all. If you be wondering when is this gonna happen? This is just a pattern. This is a pattern. So say you missed it last week. The opportunity came last week and you missed it. It's a pattern. It's going to play out again. All you need to do is pay attention to the signs. The signs are your seasons, the seasons that this can happen. Just stay, what they call it? Stay vigilant. Stay looking out. Stay observant. If you try and get those cookies cracked, you better stay observant. Pay attention. Listen. If you're a man, talk. That's all you really got to do. You just got to talk. Somebody's going to say yeah. Somebody's going to say yes. All right. So anyway, yeah, some of y'all I think they think they're married or in a relationship, but if they are not in a relationship, then this is just somebody who you guys are gonna have this like breakthrough conversation where you guys like start to understand each other and get along with each other, and you start seeing potential where you didn't see potential before. You're like, wait a minute, this person is actually attractive. You know, they could have been attractive the whole time, but it just wasn't what you were looking for. So I always think of this as being like men who are short or men who I don't know, they got money, so I can't say it's men who don't got money, but they're just a very hardworking person. So some of y'all they have money, but it's like more stable money, not like rich money, but it's like stable money, like where they don't need you to like borrow the car, they don't need to borrow your car, they don't need to flip your taxes, they don't need to hold $20 till Wednesday, and they can even be a little bit generous too. Now sometimes tourists are frugal, but not really because it's somebody who lives life's pleasure, so they have more of a luxurious like lifestyle. So somebody else maybe like invite you to their house, possibly. We're gonna see though. All right, I'm doing a lot of talking. God damn. Okay, so let's shake it up. Let's shake it up. All right, so if you do go to this person's house, they got a nice house. It's a really peaceful house, nice stuff all around and all that. Oh, we got the Five of Swords. Okay, so this you're gonna have to use your discretion here with this person. All right, because we got the moon here. So it depends on what's said during this interaction that like makes it happen. All right, so that's something that y'all need to know. Because of the moon here and the Five of Swords, that Five of Swords usually can mean that it could be possibly a betrayal, or it could possibly be that this person maybe makes you uncomfortable in a way. So depends on the vibe, depends on the conversation that you're having with them. If it's a good conversation, you're going with it. If it's not a great conversation, you may kind of defer to another time. Some of y'all that may be like the experience, but for the most part, I'm just saying, like if you like short men, you like short men, but it's usually somebody who's not your type. So maybe you don't like white men, maybe you don't like black men, maybe you don't like Asian men, maybe you don't like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Maybe you don't like men that smoke, maybe you don't like men that drink. You know what I mean? It could be any of that. It could be, or you don't like women that smoke, drink. It could be any of that. They don't have to necessarily be like short, or that was just the first thing that came to my mind because that's not usual. That's not women's usual type. Or, well, traditionally, it can be your type, but like traditionally, we don't think of it as being women's normal type. But anyway, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised with this person. So the Five of Swords starts the sexual experience off, which does mean that the way that you guys are communicating or talking with each other can be what determines whether this is going to go anywhere. So with the Five of Swords, you guys are gonna have to watch the way that you talk with this person. Don't be critical. Don't. Oh yeah, you're a Virgo. Don't be a critical Nancy. Don't be that way. Negative Nancy. We don't need that. Don't be. Oh, you don't need to drink that much. Oh, you don't need to smoke that much. Oh, you should be doing. Shut the hell up. Shut up, Helen. We don't want to hear that shit. All right, because it's gonna be somebody who's gonna be trying to do his best to improvise and try to make it work in the best of their advantage or the best of their ability. We do got the Eight of Swords here. We got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this person, like, they get turned off with certain conversations. Certain shit you say turns them off. So I'm just telling you, watch what you say. If you want to have sex, shut up. Not really, but like, just watch what you say. Don't be so critical. Like, there's a time where you like see that there's something that needs to be said. Don't say it. Don't say it. Unless it's something that's going to put you in physical danger. then I would say something. But like if it's not like any of that, if it's just something that just annoys you, a pet peeve, shut up. If you want the experience, shut up. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. All right. Some of y'all that are social media content, yeah, you're gonna get an invite. We got the Empress here. That's the invite. That's your invite card. So you may invite them over because the Empress in reverse. So you may invite them over, you know what I mean, and not them inviting you over. You may invite them over. So some of y'all, they do got a relationship. Because why are you inviting them over and they didn't invite you over to their house? Or you're finally getting comfortable enough to invite them over. So maybe you've already been to their house. But usually with the moon, it's that like vagueness in between. So you may not even really intend it to have sex, but so they probably talked you into it. Maybe y'all end up talking into the night too, because it's like this person likes to talk. So I guess you just have to. So that'd be always the worst part. People who do a lot of talking can talk themselves in sex and out of sex. That's why I said that with the Five of Swords. Both of you could talk yourselves in and out of the sex. So maybe y'all shouldn't do a lot of talking. You know what I mean? But this person needs a lot of stimulation. So that's the problem. They need a lot of stimulation. So they're not a lot of stimulation. They just need talk. They're particular about stuff. So like, yeah, we got the Page of Wands. Yeah. Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands in reverse. So some of y'all are not that attracted to them. Some of you aren't that attracted to them. But like, and that, that's why it surprises you. It makes sense. That's why it surprises you. Because you wasn't like that turned on by them, but like, they showed off, they show out. That's what I will say. This person shows out. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes you could be like, now you could find them to be physically attractive, but like in the moment of sex, they could turn you off. So you may not be that attracted to them in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, like he said this dumb shit. Oh, or he's really wild, or something he said kind of turned me off, or you know what I mean? So turn your ears off. How about that? Turn your ears off. If you want this experience, if you don't want the experience, then whatever. Who cares? Tell them get out. You know what I mean? They like when you get rude. They like when you get rude. They don't like when you criticize them though. So that's part of the sexual experience. Like they like when you're cooperative, but like bossy. You could be bossy with this person. You know what I'm saying? But like, don't criticize them or tell them, oh, your dick little, or I don't like when you do that, or why do you sound like that? Why do you smell like that? Don't say this shit. None of that shit is going to get you what you want out of this situation. So watch what you say, and it should go pretty well. Because they take everything personal. You need to know that. They take shit personal so fast. They're like, what? Why she say that? Why he say that? Oh no, I'm turned off. That's the end of it. Now the whole dynamic is shifted. You be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You thought you was about to get something out of this motherfucker. You thought he was gonna buy you something. You thought he was gonna take you out after this. Sure ain't. You may not hear from him for a while after that. You get what I'm saying? Because their pride is attached to this situation. So when you hear from this person, their pride is attached to this situation. So that's why you need to watch what you say. All right. It could be. It seems like a more secretive connection though. So people, I don't know. Usually with the moon, though, it can be watery emotional. That is the emotional sentiment. So it's confusing because y'all may have deeper feelings for this person and may not even know why. You may feel conflicted. And some of y'all feel conflicted because they're in a relationship. Others of y'all just feel conflicted because maybe you want a relationship and maybe they're not saying that. Maybe that's what it was. Because maybe they're not saying that they want to commit. Because the Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands ain't looking to commit. Yeah, I got all this shit going for myself right now. You think I want to give it to you? You know what I'm saying? Or you may feel this way about them. They may be trying to rush to commit. You be like, shit, I got all this shit going for myself. Why do I want to give this to you? So one of y'all may feel this way. Usually it's somebody who has it though, who has the skin. We say get thicker skin. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. No, we are not. And then you want the dick? You gonna say what you want to say to me and then want the dick? No. I'm pissed off right now. You gotta take it. You gotta take it. So I'm not advising that to anybody though, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If y'all comfortable in that light, then she, they probably won't mind. But yeah, they do like to take your clothes off. It's somebody who you probably will have to do that with. That's probably part of it too. Like you may need to be a little bit more of the initiator because they may overthink it and not be quite sure what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? He said, or you won't get the pee. Okay, true that. That's real. I know, right? It just depends on how much they really want it. I don't know. How many times have we had it? Like if we had it a bunch of times, then you know what I mean. I don't know. I ain't fitting to put up with that shit today. But if I ain't never had it, or if I ain't had it in a while, you better watch how you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they get turned off really easily, y'all. Y'all just need to know that. Fast sex again, though. Fast sex. This is a fast stroker, and it's more so for their pleasure too. So, or whoever is the more comfortable person is the person that is like who's like the sex is more tailored to. So like if they invite you to their house, then it's more tailored towards them. If you invite them to your house, then it's more tailored towards you. So that's the vibe. You know what I mean? Luxury stay though. So y'all may be in a hotel room or they just brought like extras like food and stuff that like makes the experience nice. You know, maybe wine, maybe I don't know, a blanket or something. I don't know. They brought stuff that would like make the experience very pleasurable because the Empress is here in reverse, some of y'all this could lead to unplanned pregnancy. So that's something that y'all need to know about. Because this may be, you know what I mean? They may catch y'all off guard with that. Like it may turn, that's why I said some of y'all may turn into a relationship, a stable, committed relationship out of nowhere, all because you got pregnant. All right, so it could be doing Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces, Pisces, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Also, this is somebody who definitely wants to feel admired for their body. They may feel uncomfortable in it, so like extra points if you make them feel attractive with their physical body. It may be attractive, it may not be. Usually with the Empress in reverse, they could be a little past their prime, just a little bit, or they may feel this way and so they behave like they are. They may not really be, but they may feel like they are, and because of that, you just need to kind of like look past that and just, ignore that. Like, oh yeah, I don't care about that. You look really good, you're really sexy. Or you good, you handsome, I like your body, I like your build. You just gotta do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they may feel a little uncomfortable with their body. Some of y'all they don't really take all the clothes off. I'll be thinking if it's a woman, she keep her shirt on or some shit like that. So that'd be partly it. All right, so I gave y'all signs. That was that. Uh-oh, lights need to come on in a second. The lights need to come on. Okay, where we at? Who we on now? Leo. Phew, we finally getting somewhere. Finally, I feel like I'm finally crossing the hump now. Okay, so Leo. Next time you getting put through the mattress. Here we go. Oh, somebody got status. Some of y'all, they may be famous, they may be popular, or is a career ambitious person, or it's maybe somebody you guys meet through your career. 10th house is somebody who you're going to get recognition from. They may have a reputation, or it's going to be somebody who's popular. Some of y'all is a renewal because we got Pluto here. So it's maybe a renewal. Now, one or two things could be happening here. So it could be a renewal of a connection, right, with somebody who's famous because we got the showstopper and we got the 10th house. So some of y'all just may be famous. They may be somebody who's famous. They may be popular. They may be in the public eye. They could be, I said popular already. They could just be well known. Even if they're not popular, they could just be well known, or this could be somebody who stands out a lot. So the 10th house usually means that it's somebody who stands out in one way or another. It's almost like the Leo energy, but we got Leo in the 10th house. So this is probably somebody who's popular or in a higher ranking position in their career or an overachiever in some way. Because the Pluto is there, this could be underlining intensity between y'all. So if it's at work, it's like an underlining intensity. If this is like somebody who like I said, is a popular, famous person, then it's like somebody who sometimes it could be like a parasocial relationship, some of y'all. But it could also just be a renewal of a connection with somebody who's famous, popular, or somebody who's well known, well liked by people. Anyway, they're gonna be generous, bossy person, very bossy and show offy type of person. Or it can also be in a pattern where this may be a time where you guys are getting a lot of recognition, getting a lot of attention. You may notice that people are being more generous with you. Conversations are a little bit more intense. You can feel underlining sexual tension with people and the way that they try to charm you, flatter you, and like compliment you. So you may kind of feel the insinuation with people, but it seems like this is an upper echelon person that you're dealing with because that's what the 10th house would be. So you're dealing with somebody who's either upper echelon or higher status. So it could be like a boss manager, but it don't gotta be. All right. Sometimes with Pluto there, they can make it taboo, but it don't got to. All right. So yeah. It's gonna be somebody who's respected by people or who you respect. Oh, okay. Here we go. You guys may be on the fence about this experience, or they may be on the fence about it. I don't know. We got the Hermit here. So that usually means it's somebody who's abstinent. They're not really having sex like that, or they're particular almost like the high priestess, very particular about the people that they keep around them. Some of y'all, they can be socially, some of they can be socially awkward. God damn, I'm talking a lot. Hold on, let me turn these lights on real quick. Come on, man. I'm about to say, stop playing. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what am I about to say to y'all? Oh yeah, miserly. This is somebody who's like really like sometimey or like doesn't like a lot of people. Doesn't like a lot of people around them. You know what I mean? They could be just a shrewd person. You say yes, he's ex-military or he's V military, like in military right now. Oh, okay. So yeah, it could be somebody who's they're I don't know, they're just a stickler for like certain people in their environment. So it's somebody who's probably been observing you guys for a while with the hermit. And we got the Empress here. So they're gonna invite you. They're gonna invite you to their house or invite you to a place. Now the Empress is somebody who's is an Empress in reverse. So some of y'all they're gonna try to pay y'all or or spoil y'all. This is an experience where the woman will be spoiled. The woman will. So normally we was in, most of those readings are mostly men. And this one, the woman is getting spoiled. All right. So we got 3 of Wands reverse. They stay a short distance. Oh, we got the devil. We got the devil. We love it. Snake charmer. So I mean, but so some of y'all, I don't know. I don't know how this goes. Some of y'all, this could be. So this could, if this is well, I don't know. If you're a woman and you like oral sex, then you may want to do that with this person because the devil is here. So it means that y'all have some type of freaky, nasty, kinky sex. This seems to be somebody who doesn't get freaky, nasty with everybody, so that's a good thing. We could always look at that. That's a good thing. But with the Empress in reverse, though, this is somebody who's spoiled, entitled, used. So some of you are used to getting what they want. Maybe that's what it is. Some of y'all they're used to being spoiled, like catered to, and you know what I mean. People adorning their body or liking their body, but this is somebody who's uncomfortable with their body because we got the Empress in reverse. So this is somebody who does not feel like they're the most appealing to you during this time, or you may not feel the most appealing to them. It could be both ways. It could be either one. You know what I mean? So some of y'all may be on the fence because you don't feel that appealing to them, or they could be on the fence because they don't feel that appealing to you. Like this is somebody who wants to please you because we got the Leo energy. So they want you to feel like, like you got something good. They want you to feel like you got something good. So this brings me somebody who it can overcompensate for some of you because some of y'all they do got a little meat. Some of y'all they got the little meat, and you know what I mean. And they may be an issue with that. They may be overcompensating by being generous and making an extravagant experience. Let's go here, let's go there. Like they try to do it like the Knight of Cups. I want to do this, I want to do that. And if you come to their house, then they be like cooking, they be cleaning, they be I don't know, they be doing all type of shit. Some of y'all they got the little meat, but they still doing what they doing, so we can't be mad at that. All right, so let's not hold that against them. So we got 3 of Wands. So you may not see this going anywhere, but then some of y'all could be getting pregnant with this person, or that may be their intention. Like this may be somebody who doesn't like a lot of people around, and they don't want you to, and they don't want you to like a lot of people either. They don't want a lot of people around you either. So they may be looking at y'all as the prize or a trophy, or looking at you guys as like a mother figure or a man, or even if you're a man, like a motherly figure or more of a nurturing figure. Like they want to possess y'all is what I will say. We got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, okay, so you know what it is? This person doesn't. So this is somebody who either you guys are breaking a routine, so maybe you guys are starting to talk more, or this is when you've broken some type of routine or broken some type of pattern of behavior, a consistent pattern. Some of y'all just what do you call it? Like self-sabotaging behavior. So something that you were doing wasn't getting you closer to the goal of this person, or something they were doing wasn't getting them closer to the goal with you. And so they overcompensate with something else. Some of y'all could be a trip because of the 3 of Wands. It could be a trip. It could be I don't know what else the 3 of Wands would be. It's usually a trip, or it could be like expanding. They want to expand your horizons in some way. So that may be it. You know what I mean? They want to expand your horizons in a way, or they want to share an experience in a way, or something like that. I don't know. Some of y'all may have canceled plans with this person, or they may have canceled plans with you at first, or something like that. Like they're trying to make up with y'all. If it's a past person or a person that y'all didn't really quite get it off the ground, then they're trying to like make amends in that way, or trying to make up with y'all. It's somebody who's a little socially awkward, so maybe this person kind of missed the signs. That's possible too. because like this could be somebody who self-sabotages. So maybe this is somebody y'all were trying to throw it to, and they were like, oh, well, they missed all the signs that you were trying to give it to them. They were like, oh, I don't, you know what I mean? They didn't put two and two together. It just didn't make sense to them. So it could be that. But then others of y'all, it is just somebody who you guys are just on the fence about. Maybe you guys are unsure. Some of y'all, you haven't seen them in a while because they're a hermit. It could be you haven't seen them in a while. Like distance could be in the way, and then they just kind of pop back up, and they trying to spoil you, and they're doing all the stuff that you would have wanted them to do way back then. You're like, damn, why are you doing it now? Cause I'm trying to fuck. Duh. You know what I'm saying? So he said, it better be a trip because what? Let me read this again. Something's wrong with my eyes. It better be a trip because I'm gonna need to be put through my mattress. Oh, okay. That's a take a trip. Oh, you'll take the trip. Who said they'll take the trip? Leo, baby. You said you'll take the trip. It could be that one of y'all could take the trip. It don't really matter. But it's somebody who's once getting your approval. So because the devil's here though, is definitely a very sexual and very it's a pleasing experience, but it's very sexual, very intense. And after you have this experience with this person, it'll be hard to stop doing it with this person. So you guys get locked in with this person, or they get locked in with you, one of the two. And like I said, they don't really deal with people. So like this would be somebody who stays with the partner that they deal with. They don't like new stuff, is what I'm saying. This is somebody who does not like new stuff. So they just renew. Oh, damn. They just so maybe some of y'all are just doing the like a refurbish your old boo. This could be your old boo. You guys are just recycling, refurbishing your old boo. So y'all already know what they do. Y'all already know what they do. So it ain't even this isn't even y'all just ain't been around each other in a while. So that socially awkward period is just we haven't been around each other in a while. But then y'all just get comfortable again. Ha. Okay, so I get that. All right, so it's a renewal. Some of y'all's a renewal. And then if it's a newer person, it's a newer person who's like used to being fawned over, used to being spoiled. They're entitled. Partners always try to please them first. You know what I mean? They usually get their needs met and then kind of vamoose, gone. You know what I mean? And others of y'all, they linger around. They'll want to linger around because you did what you were supposed to do with them, and they're gonna want to stay around. They're like, yeah, this my girl, this my man. You know what I mean? I want to put a baby in you, or they want a baby put in them. So it'd be that. Like this person could get obsessive and possessive once they think they got something good. You know what I mean? So, and with the hermit though, you may not really know it though, because the hermit can be kind of like I said, shrewd, acts like a Scrooge. I don't want you around. I don't want to talk to you. Whole time, want you around, want you to be up under them. They like this. Somebody likes to be up under you, likes you to be up under them, or likes you to be all over them, or likes to be all over you. They just don't like to say that they like that. That's the vibe. So I guess the experience comes from y'all talking and just like being around each other. Would y'all just be around each other and quiet, just quiet around each other? Cause that kind of gives the vibe. Like maybe y'all went out. Some of y'all, maybe y'all went somewhere, somewhere popular or famous, or went somewhere, I don't know, somewhere where it's like upscale. Some of y'all could be like that, like maybe going for food or something like that, or it could just be that this person has the status, and then that just be the experience. Because you really don't see it going that far. You may not think that it has potential to go that far, and then boom, the intensity, big feelings, deep feelings, and then it's hard to leave this person alone or get rid of this person once you're attached to them. Some of y'all it's because of the kids, or because of a potential kid, or because of like how they spoil you, and then others of y'all it's just I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so it could be a Aries, Leo, um, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, uh, who's that? Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer. Could be one of these signs. Don't gotta be. All right. Phew. These readings is long as hell. Okay, no, it's not. It's not that long. It's only an hour and 30. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. All right, we almost done. You said I know it's my ex Leo. Y'all love y'all some Leo. All right, so it's gonna be somebody who's got some money. They're gonna be generous with y'all. All right, so let's look and see. It's also somebody who wants to show you guys off or wants to show off what they got. So it could be a Cancer, it could be an Aries, Scorpio. So it's somebody who's gonna be trying to push their feelings or emotions on y'all, or trying to make you feel feelings. Some of y'all very quickly. It's somebody, yeah, that's why. Oh yeah, that's why they be so. Oh yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. That's why they're being so generous so quickly, because they already got in their mind what they want. So Somebody also renewal, because we do got the I can't even get my words out. So maybe that's the issue. Like this is somebody who's like rushing to get to this point. So they may not even be able to get all their words out during this time. So like they have strong sexual desire for y'all. So it could be an Aries Scorpio, it could be a Cancer, it could be I got Scorpio again. So somebody you guys had an ending with, you guys are having little power struggles with, or little ego battles back and forth with them, like who goes high, who goes low, but you guys are comfortable with each other, or at least you guys feel like some type of understanding with them. You may feel the underlining intensity between y'all, some of y'all underlining frustration. Maybe this could come during a time when you're having a lot of sexual frustration. So this could come in a time when you guys haven't had sex in a while, and then they assert themselves and they're very aggressive and maybe very like protective, and they come off like a masculine man if it's a man. But if it's a woman, she just knows what she wants, and you may like that as a man. You may be like, oh, okay. You allow her to take the lead or allow her to assert herself. Most Cancer men do that. If you're a Cancer guy, I know most times y'all allow y'all women to be more of the man. But if you're a woman, then it's a man that acts like a man at the time and is very aggressive, very assertive, very sexual, very intense. All right, so it looks like it's a renewal if it's a past person. Six of Pentacles, yeah, generosity. So it's definitely going to be them taking you out, them buying you something. Maybe they gift you something. It's going to show they're invested. That's what I'm saying. So whoever this is very persistent and shows that they really want this to happen. They seem obsessive. You know what I mean? They instantly seem territorial, even if you don't call them your man or your girl. This is my girl. They be doing that. This is my girl. So they're going to do that. So y'all may go out and they may try to be the I'm not gonna say chivalrous, but they may try to show like I can protect you, I can do this, I can be the man, I can do that. You know what I mean? So they're gonna try to invest more I'm gonna say more equally into the relationship, or like more consistently into the connection with y'all. So Five of Pentacles, so possibly a coworker, colleague, Five of Pentacles, or it could be neighbor, or it could be somebody who you guys don't really know that well if it's a newer person. And the Pluto could just mean that there's intensity that's being brought up from the surface. I mean, from the being brought up to the surface. So it could be sexual attention or desire that's being brought up to the surface at this time. With the Five of Pentacles, it could be somebody who's been around for a while, but you guys never socialized. They're now willing to invest into the relationship with y'all. If it's a past person, oh, damn, wait. Well, I can't say that, because if I just said the next time you're going to be put through the mattress, I can't say that they don't live up to your expectations. I'm just assuming that the way that you guys like deal with each other, they don't match your expectations. That might be what it is. Or the way this person talks may kind of get you, you may kind of want to cut this person off kind of fast. So it may just, some of y'all may just be like a one night stand. You know what I mean? Like the way they talk, you may kind of feel like, this person isn't telling me everything. You may feel like they're invested elsewhere. That might be partially what it is. Yeah, this may be like a secretive affair too, because of the moon. This may be a secretive affair or connection where like you don't really take them too seriously because of the Queen of Swords in reverse. You'd be like, yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna be really dealing with this person like that. So y'all may cut them off, or you're gonna meet them through somebody else who you cut off. So it could be that too. Like some of y'all, if it's like a newer person, you may just kind of run into this person through a friend of a friend, and they're just like generous. They give to you. Maybe they give to you what they want. Like let's say this, because Pluto sometimes could be taboo. So let's say it was a friend's ex, or a friend's ex sneaky link. This could be you running into them and then doing that. That could be possibly that, because you may be like, well, this ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna cut this soon as we, you know what I mean, we reconcile, we get back around each other. I'm cutting them straight off. You know what I mean? But usually with the Five of Pentacles, you could kind of feel comfortable enough to allow them in because you've known them. Like you're familiar, you've seen them around, you just never talk like that. With the Queen of Swords, we never really talk. So I guess the expectations that you lowered, you lowered your expectations for this person. Because some of y'all, like I said, it was sexual frustration. So you lowered your expectations for this person. So maybe they didn't even have to hit all the cues that you wanted them to hit. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't got any emotions here except for the moon, and the moon is confusing. So your feelings you may feel like there are feelings and there are emotions that you care for this person, but like once the do is done, you're like, yeah, I really don't care for this person. I really don't care as much as I thought I did. You know what I mean? Or it's not as deep as I imagined it to be. Because some of y'all may have fantasized and idolized and played this situation up to be more than what it was. And they may have done the same, because that Leo energy was there too. They may have charmed their way in. They may have sold you a dream. Really good too. Really good dream, if I do say so myself. It was a really good dream. You know what I mean? Wouldn't have got me, but it would have got you. But, you know what I mean? Because the Hangman is here. You're going to be, after the interaction, you're going to be thinking, you're going to like kind of look back on this situation, or like kind of like, I don't know, almost like replay what they've said. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but whatever. It could be power struggles with this person. This may be like a conquer for this person. That may be what it was. Oh, that may be why it was. Oh, that might be why. You may feel like this person just wanted to conquer you. Like maybe you cut this person off, distance yourself, acted aloof, and they just wanted to show you like you ain't about to leave me alone. You ain't gonna be able to stay away from me for long. Ah, that may be what it really was. So again, this could be an outside thing or outside of your house thing. Normally the Five of Pentacles could mean that they come by, but maybe they just came by to get you, or you just went by to pick them up, or you guys were just, well, I don't know, maybe in the same common area, and then you guys ended up having a talk that you didn't want to have a talk about. You know what I'm saying? Taboo could be same sex. Taboo can be same sex. So it could be that you guys have a talk. It's a talk that's going to change your perspective on them. So it could be good, it could be bad. So it could be one that renews the connection, and that's how it leads to this, or it could be one that after the situation happens, you'd be like, yeah, I'm never going to talk to them again, or I'm cutting them off. You know what I mean? May have been great sex, or may have been good sex, because somebody who does have stamina has a strong sexual energy or strong, you know what I mean, like strong sex drive. So it could be somebody who has strong sex drive, but you guys may like, there's no emotion to it. And I know you guys are Cancer, so there's no real intimate connection to them. It was some of y'all was just like for the experience or just to kind of like get the wonderment out of your mind. Maybe you were just wondering. And if it's a past person, then you just was wondering, do they miss you? You know what I mean? you that could be it. You just wonder like, do he miss me? Do she miss me? Do she want to be back around? Or they could be wondering that about you, and then they just want you back around. So some of y'all lower your expectations of like, or lower a boundary, lower your guard to let this happen. Now the Queen of Swords is here, so you guys will be demanding what you want out of this person. So they're, oh yeah, that's why they're gonna be more likely to please you or want to please you. That may be also what some of y'all, it may turn y'all off. That like too much power, too much control. You may kind of feel like this person doesn't have a backbone. Some of you, and then others of y'all, because this may be, I don't know. This could be a little freaky person. They may like to be spanked, or they may like you to play in their butt, or this may be like a man that likes to do that, like maybe likes to play in your butt no more. I don't know. They may like butt sex in a way or something like that, or like kinkier sex in a way. So maybe like whip them, or like hit them, or like they have this aggressive tendency, or like to be really rough with them. They may want you to be really rough with them, or they're like really rough with you, and maybe you don't like that. Like it's something about them at the end of it that you kind of be like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do this anymore. But then others of y'all, it could just be that they say something that allows you to lower your guard. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to lower the guard, and then you're like, you look at them totally different because they're investing more now. And the Six of Cups in reverse can be that you got over those bad experiences with them. So maybe some of y'all had already had an experience with this person, it wasn't that great. And then you guys are trying it again. And then you remember, oh yeah, I remember why I didn't want to fuck you the first time. I remember now. And then others of y'all, it's in a vibe where maybe they had you waiting for a while. The relationship was stagnant. They kept, I don't know, they kept you hanging on, promising fake promises, really false promises and all that shit. And so some of y'all maybe were being vindictive by like reconciling, rekindling, coming back around, letting them get some, and then cut them off, block them and shit like that. So some of y'all, maybe that's the game y'all play. Some of y'all, it could be that. But what I really do just get is like, I don't know, it's maybe somebody who likes hand jobs or likes you just to kind of play with it first, or you may just want to play with it or something like that. Or yeah, we do got a little oral sex here too, so you may be tempted to do that, or they may be tempted to do that. I don't know. Maybe this is during a time when it is like a time of the month or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that could be the taboo I was talking about. Like you could be on that time of the month and they just kind of come by, and maybe it's maybe somebody likes to eat it. What they call it, bloody wings or something like that, red wings or something like that. They like to eat it when you bleed or something. I don't know. There's somebody who's confident in their sexuality though. So so if it's a man, he do be down with like some freaky shit. He be confident with it. Like I don't care, put it in my butt. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? If it's a woman, she's comfortable with her sexuality. She don't think too much about it. So this could be useful for some of y'all where it changes your perspective on sex and lowers your inhibitions. And then others of y'all, you may be like, yeah, they too freaky for me, they too sexual for me, or this ain't my cup of tea. You know what I mean? You may be kind of bitter or resentful towards them. Some of y'all is because maybe you don't know where they've been. So it could be that too. You know what I mean? Because the moon, you may be fantasizing or thinking about where they may have been or what they may have been doing, and all that could turn you off. So yeah. But it's somebody you guys are gonna come to the truth about what you desire, what you really want after this experience. So it'll open your eyes to stuff that you were ignoring before or weren't paying attention to. You know what I mean? I think y'all just maybe you just want to be back around them, maybe because you're familiar with them because of the Six of Cups and that Five of Pentacles. It's like I'm just familiar with you. I just know what it is. You know what I mean? So it could be a Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer. Could be one of these signs. Don't gotta be. I knew with sex like that, that couldn't have been a Capricorn. I knew it. I was like, Capricorns, we way nastier than that. We don't do that. We don't do that. You don't never say nothing bad about us. Except that we just didn't commit, or we just was lying, or we just, I don't know, we just didn't do what you wanted us to do. That was about it. Okay, so Gemini. Let's look. Gemini. The next time you're getting put through the mattress. Here we go. Libra. So we got 7th house. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yeah, let me see. Cancer. Okay, so we got 7th house, we got Cancer. We got, okay, so some of y'all is maybe your ideal partner or somebody you guys have romanticized, maybe even envisioned a relationship with. There will be feelings involved in this one. There will be feelings here. So there would be care and concern. Some of y'all would be nostalgia, all right, or like a sense of familiarity, comfort, you know what I mean? Soulmate vibes. Y'all may have like a makeshift relationship with this person. It may be a relationship, but it may be also a confusing relationship. You know what I mean? So it may be one that you've made all up in your mind, and then you guys, took it a little further than that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Which one did I do? I did that. Okay, so we over here on this one now. Okay. It's a nurturing, loving person. It's somebody who will be loyal to you guys, though. So they're a lover boy, lover girl. It's somebody who will be loyal, or at least give the illusion of being loyal, reciprocal, fair, balanced person, hospitable, easy to get along with, has the same family ties, strong ties to family. They also sacrifice for their partner. So this would be somebody who's going to do their best to make sure that you're happy, make sure that you're comfortable. So they may be like, bringing you tea, coffee, food, just trying to make sure that you're at peace during the time, during this experience. You happy? You good? You feel safe? You feel comfortable? It's somebody who keeps doing that. They keep checking to make sure you're all right. You all right? You okay? Oh, we got the devil here. Oh, that's not what I expected. That was not what I expected. Okay, so somebody you guys detached from, try to break free of, but you guys are tempted to be with. If it's not somebody that you guys have like that confusing relationship dynamic with, then it'd be somebody who's in a relationship, and this could be somebody who you feel like is off limits. Because that's the dynamic with the Five of Swords here. Five of Swords and with the devil. So this may be somebody who tempts y'all by talking y'all into it. Ooh, Casanova. Ooh, he's really good with it. They're really good with it. Oh, they faked you out real good too. Oh, they faked you out. They made you think y'all's in a relationship and they got another relationship. Oh, they faked you out real good. And they get real freaky nasty. So you would definitely think he can't have a bitch at home. He do. He do. Or she do. Yeah, you would definitely think they don't got nothing going on. Yes, they do. They got something going on. They got something going on, but you use a temptation that they refuse to miss out on. All right, we got the Knight. Yeah, we got Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse. I told you, charmer, liar. Well, not really a liar, but a love bomber. I will tell you what I need to tell you to get what I want out of this situation. So it's somebody who's that way. So with the Five of Swords, you gotta listen to the way they're talking. They'll catch themselves up if you're paying attention. But if you don't really care, then who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But it's gonna be somebody that you would view as your ideal lover or ideal partner and would want to be committed to. So they'll tell you whatever they want to tell you, and they got some other shit going on. They may not have another connection, let's say per se. This may be somebody who dibbles and dabbles in a bunch of relationships that seem like they're committed. You know what I'm saying? It's a Casanova. It's a Knight of Cups, charmer, persuader, confusionist, contortionist at times too. So they you know what I mean? This would be somebody who will bend their schedule around, and you'll think this motherfucker do not got a man, do not got a girl. Yes, they do. Did I ever tell y'all that story about the one girl that came to visit me and she was married? And she stayed for a whole weekend too. I was like, God damn. How did you like what he do? Oh, he do this, he do that. I can't even say what he do because I never know. I can't even say what he do. But I was like, what? She said it was her ex-husband. Definitely not her ex-husband. But whatever. That was years ago. That was years ago. She fooled me good, but not really. But yeah, at the same time, because it didn't make sense. There was no way for you to be here this often and to be here this long and to talk to me all the time. Like we was busting it up. We was chopping it up all the time. How do you got a man? How is you married? What type of marriage? Is he a truck driver? No, he was not a truck driver. But that's what I was thinking. How did you pull that off? This is somebody like that. They're really smooth like that. The charmer. And they give you the stuff that you want. What you want. That's somebody who's going to do that. It's the Knight of Cups and the Devil. I'm definitely going to give you what you want. So you'll be feeling conflicted about dealing with this person because you kind of know, you kind of see the signs, but like, you know what I mean? Like they're going out of their way to make this happen. You got the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse. They're going out of their way to charm you, to flatter you, to compliment you. Like if they're in a relationship, why are they talking to me like this? I don't know. Why are they talking to you like this? Who knows? Or if they don't want a commitment, why are they treating me like this? Who knows? I don't know, but this is definitely somebody who's a romantic partner because they like to feed you. They like to do all the little cute shit, babe, boo. They like to give you nicknames and all that shit. I don't know what that has to do with the sexual encounter, but that's what I'm saying. I guess this is part of the aura that like leads you into it because that's how you fall into it. Good words, sweet words. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, they may even try to take you out on a date because that's what the Knight of Cups do. They'll try to take you on a date or just try to make the experience really appealing. You know what I mean? Dress themselves up really nice, try to tempt you like that. Some of y'all just gonna try to show a lot of body. So maybe somebody has a chiseled back. Some of y'all have a strong back, a thicker back. Some of y'all have a hairier chest. Woman with really nice breasts. She seemed to have nice cakes. She like to tempt you with. If she got cake, she'd be definitely tempting you with it. Somebody who definitely tries to tempt you with their body. All right, and it's somebody who's definitely gonna, you're not gonna want to get away from this person. You may though, because the Five of Swords, you may kind of figure it out and be like, you know what? Nah, you got a man or you got a girl. I don't need this. So some of y'all, somebody you guys walked away from, detached. They ain't having that. They ain't going for that shit. You're gonna get communication from them. All right, Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. You got different people coming back. So some of y'all got some choices to be made here. So maybe y'all are the one that's like romancing and seducing people, telling them what they want to hear and making it seem like you're more emotionally invested in what you are. Maybe that's the dynamic that you're going through. And maybe that's what's happening here. Because if that's the case, then some of y'all are getting what you really desire, which is sex. Some of y'all are getting that. Putting this illusion on people, smoke screen, pretending to be more involved. You know what I mean? Calling them bae. You know what I mean? That's my boo. You know what I mean? Trying to show them off to people, showing pictures. You know what I mean? It's my bae. Show people pictures and stuff, make them feel like you really care. When really it's just somebody who's like, just there to scratch an itch. So if you're the one doing that, then the Five of Swords is just, again, watching how you talk, watching your words. Don't say anything unpleasant during this time. And that's the same thing with them. Whatever they say, you just don't take it offensive. You know what I mean? Some of y'all because they'll try not to say anything that's unappealing to you. That's the first thing. This could also be a singer. I get about this. Could be somebody who's a singer or just very has what do you call it? A melodic tone of voice. You'll like the way they talk. So maybe it's an accent. That maybe will also get y'all, or it's just the way they communicate. They just say the right shit. That's what I'm saying. So I can't be mad at you for falling under it. But that's what they do. They just say all the right shit. They really do. They lay it on real good. Real good. You got tricked. You got fooled. If you in a relationship, then it's just and you're dealing with a partner, then they just played the role that you would expect them to play and just get what they got. You know what I mean? And just maybe they were overly generous, overly emotionally expressive that day, overly huggy, kissy that day. That was it. That's all it was. But the devil does mean that y'all get real freaky, real kinky. So that's why I'm like, if this is somebody who's in a relationship, whoa. Yo, you let your girl do that? You let your man do that? Eesh. Don't need that in my life. Yeah, so that's the vibe. That's what I'm getting right here. All right. If this man looks to be physically fit, but they don't have to be. It just look to be strong. I keep seeing the strongness. And the woman could be leaner, but she don't really have to be. This is a really primal sexual experience. So a lot of touching. This is somebody who likes to take your clothes off, likes to undress you. You know what I mean? And they like to look at you. They like to admire your body. You really feel like this motherfucker love you. God damn, they are good. Is this me? Am I that good? I'm single, but you know what I'm saying? But is it that good? This is somebody who's really good too. Really good. It may be, so some of y'all may be at war with yourselves about letting this person go. Cause if you discover that they got a man or that they're attached or they're doing this to others, you can be like, you do this to others? Do you always put everybody's feet in your mouth? You know what I'm saying? Do you always eat everybody's butt? You know what I mean? Do you always raw sex everybody? You may want to ask these questions. Cause it's like there's no way you got a man. There's no way that you're doing this with other people and you just did this to me. Yes. Yes. Romancer and seducer. That's who you're dealing with. All right. Usually it could be a lighter skinned person though. Usually, but not always. They're usually with the nights. So within 2 nights, you got blonde hair, blue eye, paler skin, or green eye, right? But then with the devil is usually darker appearance. So some of y'all they could be darker skinned, and then others of y'all is just pale blue eye, green eye, or they have like different color eyes in a way. Yeah. Okay. And Nine of Cups, really charming, appealing person. You'll just like that. That's all I can tell y'all. So they, yeah, if it's a past person, they're gonna try to make up with y'all. They're gonna lay it on thick. You know, I've always been thinking about you. You really my heart. You really my baby. We got a soul tie. We got this. We got that. We got get naked. That's it. That's all it is. Good. Okay. So Taurus, let's look and see. Yours is gonna come out of nowhere. It's unexpected. It's gonna be unexpected. This is gonna flow too. I seen trying and I seen the comment when I split the deck. We got the moon. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna flow because this person gets right up under your skin. They just get you real comfy real fast too. All right, so maybe somebody you guys are already familiar with. That could be possible too. There we go. Unexpected. The comment. It's gonna be unexpected. This could be somebody you guys had maybe unexpectedly started feeling this way about. You guys maybe started seeing potential where you didn't see potential before. Could be a Cancer. All right, so you guys be getting messages from them. That's where it's gonna come from. These unusual messages. You know what I mean? Now, these could be unusual, heartfelt messages where they're like flattering you and playing your head up and telling you how special you are and how you make them feel and how much potential they see. And it's really inspiring. It really is. It really, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I am her. You are her. You know what I'm saying? Or I am him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is. It's that because we got sextile here. So this person has potential, some of y'all, to get you guys realigned with what you really want emotionally. So this may be like this would be emotional connection or emotional, have some type of emotional sentiment. So that's what they did. They did a good job of laying down the foundation of getting your feelings involved. So whoever did that, it's either you unexpectedly have feelings for them and you like, oh shit, I didn't know I felt this way about them, or they did a good job of laying down the foundation to create those feelings and emotions in you unexpectedly. You didn't see it coming with good conversation. They're really inspiring. They're very cooperative and very helpful. You're like, yeah, I guess I could give them a little piece. You can get a little sample, you know what I'm saying? A little sizzler sample ain't nothing. You might feel that way because it kind of comes out of nowhere. It wasn't planned. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they planned it, but maybe not. This would be an anomaly, is what I'm saying. An anomaly. So most likely, some of y'all, I mean, if you're not familiar with them, they did a hell of a job. Right hand to God, they did a hell of a job convincing you and making you comfortable. You got to give them credit for that or give her credit for that. They did a goddamn good job making you feel like you matter. All right. So far, it could be a Cancer. Cancers are good for that, believe it or not. All right. We got Six of Cups. So it could be a Scorpio. If somebody you guys didn't have the most pleasant experiences with, but they don't have to be that. We'll see because it could also be another experience. Four Swords. It's going to be somebody you guys are reconsider the relationship with. So it could be a past person. It could be a past person you guys try to move on from, and they're trying to pick back up wherever you guys left off at. Short distance trip may be the cause for it, so they may come see you, and that may be what picks it back up. Or they may message you. That may be the anomaly out of nowhere. Oh, I miss you. No, you don't. You just missed the water park. You know what I'm saying? Or you just missed this little slide. Something like that may be what it is. It's somebody who's gonna be like really like huggy and not kissy though. Not really kissy, but they can be with the Cancer energy. With the moon, they can be kissy, but like that was not real the real intention for real, for real. They're not much of a kisser, but they could. Yeah, we got the lovers here. Ah, yeah, you guys got good sexual chemistry. So y'all have and it comes out of nowhere because the tower is there again too. Five of Swords, conflicted. Ah, so the lovers there. So maybe they are in a connection. Maybe not. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're in a relationship, maybe not. Like if you're in a relationship, you said, oh, is he? Of course. Why wouldn't you be? I'm right here. Why not? Okay, so anyway, pleasant experience. So it's somebody you guys did not have the most pleasant experience with. You had a separation with them. All right, so they're gonna try to pick up whatever y'all left off. Reconsider it. We got six of swords and the four of swords. That's a ten of swords, and it's both in reverse. So it's somebody you guys they may try to give you closure, but y'all may not. You may not. They may not really be wanting the closure. They just want to have the sex. They're trying to relive whatever experience y'all had before. So it looks like a past person. Short distance trip. They may come see y'all. They stay a short distance from y'all. Now some of y'all is a long distance because the three of wands upright. But I was kind of thinking a short distance because it's like if it's a long distance, it ain't much for them to come see you. So that's what I'm saying. And they're really just coming for the sex. So, but they may more likely lie to y'all or say it's something else. So they may make it seem like it's something else going on here. Like, oh no, I'm coming for something else. Oh, they coming for closure. I said that, right? But it could be for anything else. They could be coming for anything else. For anything else. I don't know. It could be anything at this moment. All right. It's a creative way too. They come up with something creative too. Oh, I'm just here for this, or oh, I'm just coming around for that, and it comes out of nowhere because it's a heartfelt communication that they express with y'all, or the way they express their emotions and their feelings makes you kind of like relive the experience that y'all have had before, or makes you feel comfortable enough again to go back over this path with them again. So extended conversation for no reason. They're gonna extend it. You're gonna have some type of extended conversation. So if you're not talking, they just pick up and continue talking like nothing ever happened. They'll keep this may even be somebody who'll keep the conversation going and you don't even reply for a while. They just keep messaging you. You know what I mean? Some of y'all keep filling you in, like, oh, I'm up the street from you now. Oh, I'm staying at my cousin's house if you were wondering. Oh, I'm doing this and that. You're like, okay, all right. You didn't even say nothing yet. They just keep replying. So it could be somebody who does that, but they're gonna get around y'all somehow. Somehow they get back around y'all. They talk their way into getting back around y'all. Now the Ten of Swords is here, the Five of Swords is here, Six of Swords is here. These are mostly cards of not having sex. So that means that y'all didn't do a good job of not replying. Y'all didn't do a good job of like acting unimpressed or not wanting to communicate. You didn't do a good job of acting like you didn't want to talk. That's what I'm saying. So they talk their way into it. That's what happens. And with the lovers here, you guys just have it's a strong eye contact. So missionary most likely with eye contact or sex in whatever way with strong eye contact is what's going on here. Maybe mostly riding for real, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, whatever. Mostly riding may be the big thing here. This may be somebody who likes you to ride them or something like that. They kind of like the pangs of having to compete for your attention. They like the pangs of having to like having to win you over, having to, I don't know, some of y'all, they may give this long drawn out explanation for why you haven't heard from them or why they haven't been around or why they slowed down communicating or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe they say they just came in town. Maybe that could be it too. They could be like, "Yo, I'm in your city." That could even be it too, partially. But it's gonna be because what we're looking for is who's putting you through the mattress. So it's gonna be an enjoyable experience. Like I said, good. Like y'all have good tempo, rhythm. Y'all match each other's rhythm, really good with it. So like if y'all riding, they matching your thrust, they matching your bounce, they grabbing them cheeks. They like to hold you. Somebody likes to hold your lower bottom, like your lower back. Or it's a woman who likes when you hold her. She likes to like wrap you like this. You know what I mean? So she likes when you hold her. So it's one of those. It's one of those. Not much of a talker during the sex though. It may kind of come out of here and there, but it'd be like it's intended to try to get you in your feel. So it's like I love you, I care about you. You know I'm always gonna be there for you. You know you always gonna be there for me. You know what I mean? That type of shit. That type of shit. Even if it's a newer person, it's a person that'll be like, I don't know why I feel so deeply about you. You know what I mean? It'll make you question whether you should have done this or not, especially if it's a newer person. You'll question whether you should have, but it'll be after the fact. You'll question if you should still continue talking to them or if you should let them back in if it's a past person. You know what I mean? But like they're really communicative, very good. They did a great job talking you into the bed. Oh, not you again. S established 3474. It always be y'all with the no y'all never put y'all face in there. You be ashamed to be on here. It'd be so terrible. I'll be feeling sad for y'all some days. I'm like, damn, you really don't got a life. You just come online and be like, I don't like this. I don't like this topic. Speaking of, y'all, I was at the gym today. There's this guy. I know this guy's like gotta be gay. But I mean, maybe not. You know what I mean? He comes, so my boy, so I'll be working out shit. Everybody knows me at the gym. I'm just telling you this quick rant because you need to know this shit. So I'm at the gym and I hadn't seen this motherfucker in years. Like maybe 2, 3. I don't know what was going on with him. I don't really care either. Don't know him that well. I just know him from the gym. You know, he's cool guy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, uh, he comes to me and he brings up that I do tarot. That he's a like a diehard Christian. Don't give a shit about what you believe in. Do what you want to do. It's your life. But he takes it upon himself to come to me and was like, yo, I was talking to your boy. Yeah, he was saying that you be doing tarot and stuff. And, you know, and I was telling them about how, like, Jesus this. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, bro. I don't give a fuck what you about to say. You're about to waste your breath. No matter what you say, you my man. I fuck with you. I don't care what you believe in. But when this is all over, regardless of what you said, I'm gonna be like, fuck what he talking about, and I'm going right back to what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? You're telling me all this shit. Who gives a shit? Start your own platform and then preach it to the masses. Maybe I'll see something then. But right now, you talking to me from a place where you have no power and no influence. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? You tried your best. Thank you, my guy. Go on home. You know what I'm saying? That was it. That's literally what I said. I just like, yeah. I was like, he's like, you hear what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, but real rap, me and you, when this is over and you walk away from me, I'm gonna say, fuck what he talking about. And I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing. He was like, oh, you right, man. Slapped me 5 and got moving. That's where we at with that. Cause I don't give a shit what you think about nothing. So that's why I always find it funny that it always be the people who don't have no emojis or don't have no profile pic that be having the most to say. They just love to be seen. You know what I mean? And you can't even really get the clout because we don't even know who we're giving the clout to because you're getting recognized, but we don't see nothing behind this. You know what I mean? Put your face in there so we know who we talking to so you can get the credit that you want. All right, that's what he wanted. That's why he was mentioning it to me because they were talking about me while I'm not even at the gym. Then when I get there, he's mentioning shit that I got going on that got nothing to do with him. And people talking about what I got going on. Where are you worried about what I got going on? I'm not even here. So anyway, let me give you signs and I close this up. So we got Aries, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Sag, Libra, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer. Could be one of these signs. Don't gotta be. All right. But yeah, y'all, he had me hot for us. He didn't really have me hot. Cause I really didn't care. I was just like, yeah. And like, I'm like, yo, you really going off. You really trying to like be a pastor right now, which you should do, brother. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind you being that, but like, why'd you bring it to me? What made you thought that you were that powerful that you were gonna convert me in the gym? You know what I'm saying? You don't see me squatting this shit on my back. You think I'm listening to what you talking about right now? Headphones is on. Yeah, man, gym bros. Yo, listen, bro, I always have issues with the gym bros. Low key, I be knowing why, because I be getting all the looks. I didn't tell y'all the other day. Oh, Aries, my bad, y'all. I'm tripping. But the other day, I didn't even tell y'all. So the other day I'm at the gym and this girl, like, so I'm doing squats. This had to be like a Tuesday. I'm doing squats, right? That's my favorite. It's one of my favorite exercises now. I be doing it so much. I love it now. So I'm doing squats, right? Lifting pretty heavy. And this girl is like at the hip thrust is right next to where I'm at. You know what I mean? So girls love the hip thrust. They be there all day long. You can't find an empty hip thrust ever, right? So they in there, she's in there hip thrusting. This is a tall girl too. She probably like maybe 5'11", 6 foot. I'm not that tall. So she like when I see her, she looks at me, you know, I look at her. I don't think nothing of it. She starts doing a handstand, like right in front of me, like from here. So like from like here to my wall. My wall's like right here, maybe a little further, like from here to my couch, which is about 5 feet away, maybe less, right? About 5 feet away, she just does a handstand, right? And so I'm not impressed because I don't give a fuck about no handstand, but I was like, okay, cool, handstand. Whoa, you tall as shit. That was kind of cool. So I just look. I was like, I do one of these, like, oh, okay. So she looks at me just briefly. Then she's like I guess she might have been feeling embarrassed because it didn't really like get me. Like I wasn't like super impressed. I was like, oh my gosh, yo, you just did a handstand. Take my number. What's your name? I didn't do any of that shit. So she kind of like after she did it, she kind of like looked away and then like moved, like did some. You know how you do stuff when you feel kind of embarrassed or a little shy. You just be touching shit. You be like, let me just put these weights in that are already pushed in. Let me just push it a little bit more. So I might have made her uncomfortable, but I thought about that. So like that shit happens regularly. Not people doing handstands, but like people trying to get my attention, and I'd be oblivious to it. And I think about it when I get home. I'm like, yo, they did do that shit. Like, what was they doing that about? But then when I see him again, it'd be like, I'm not about to say nothing. If you don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I just be leaving it alone. I don't press the issue. But if you go out of your way to like make it be known that you like me, then all right, all right. I mean, maybe I like you too. All right, well, let's just see. But like, I'm not going to go out of my way to try to win you over. No, don't care that much. Make it easy though. All right, so you said not being impressed by your Aries read is so us. Right, you feel me? All right, so here we go. Boom. Ooh. So it's gonna be somebody who's influential in y'all community or a big deal in a large group of people. It's maybe somebody who has a lot of influence, maybe even has a large following for some of y'all, or is part of a large organization, large company, has a large network. So if it's not like a large friend group or a large following, then they have like a large community or something like that, or they're like in touch with a lot of people know them. That's the vibe I'm getting. A lot of people know them. They have influence in that light too. It's a perfectionist. It's going to be somebody who lives up to your high expectations though. So like, you know how you can be peculiar and funny about certain shit, them too, but they fit, they match it, you guys match well. So somebody else, a renewal of somebody, you guys are coming to it, making amends or like reaching out to each other, becoming maybe more friends again. Maybe it's somebody you friend zoned, or somebody who friend zoned y'all, but now they're renewing the connection because they're wanting sex from you. So it can, you know what I mean? You said I can't wait to see who Noonie would do a handstand. I would what? Never. When would you ever see me do a handstand? Oprah. Oprah, because Oprah got the Mondays. You know what I mean? I don't really care about money, but like, like what changes so much in my life that I'm finna do a handstand? That's what I be thinking about. That's all I be thinking about. What changes once you come into my life that I'm now willing to do a handstand? Like if I don't go through the same stresses and pressures and burdens that I would go through, then yeah, maybe there's a handstand for you. I can see that. One hand handstand too. But if my life don't change and you just been around, why the fuck am I doing a handstand? You know what I mean? So it is somebody else, somebody in high society, possibly in high society. They have influence in that light, so that's what I am noticing. All right. Could be Aquarius, could be a Scorpio, could be a Virgo. So if it's not a renewal, then it's just somebody you guys have an intense sexual attraction with. Could be like a friend to lover thing. You know what I'm saying? No, Oprah is not the standard. Don't stop that, Perry. Oprah is not the standard. I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like Oprah changes lives. An example of that. You know what I'm saying? Like my life has to change before I do a handstand. You know what I mean? So that's what I like. I don't. When I was younger, y'all, I used to romanticize and idolize people a lot. I used to automatically imagine people being perfect as soon as I met them, and so I would already have this life planned out, and that was leading to like heartbreak and disappointment because I wasn't really seeing who I was dealing with. So now I have more of a realistic approach to people. Like you really got to do something that makes a difference in my life for me to be like going out of the way. So this is somebody who's probably about to do that with y'all. Because the Virgo, like I said, they match your high expectations. They do the little things that matter, the little small things that matter to you. You're like, oh, I didn't even, and some of y'all stuff that you didn't even know that matters to you. You're like, damn, I didn't even know I would have wanted you to do that for me. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. It's nothing. It's nothing. They got that type of resource or that type of network. All right. So let's look and see. So some of y'all's maybe at a large event, maybe y'all run into them at a large event or something like that, or they're part of a large community in some way, or part of your some of y'all is maybe off social media, maybe your friend from social media, and it like I know that the connection has transformed. Whatever the relationship is that y'all have, it's transformed. Oh, this is an oral. Some of y'all's an oral sex thing. They may just like to bite it, eat it, or you may just like to do that with them. I don't know. I do got that. I got some. Okay, we got sex though. We got sex, but that the oral thing is a thing. This is a more man dominated sex here though. So even if you're a woman, this may be a man who you find like you have a crush on. We got Page of Cups. So if you're the woman, you got a crush on this man, and if it's because it's the Emperor, we got the Emperor and we got the Knight of Pentacles. The Emperor is a dominant sexual figure, so it's more tailored towards the more masculine or aggressive person. All right. So the moon is here, so it could be a confusing dynamic. Like I said, some of y'all it's like a friendly, casual thing, like we're friends, but like there's also deeper emotions and feelings. But like how deep, we don't know. The moon is here. You know what I mean? You guys may not even know all the details about each other, but like you guys just have this affection to each other, or y'all just be like seeing each other because the Knight of Pentacles is here. This would be a consistent partner. It's a partner that took a while for this to happen. So if it's a partner that you're making up with, it took a while for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? If it crack does change lives too. That's a fact. That's a fact. But the Page of Wands is here, so there's probably an invite to go out. You know what I mean? You got, I think y'all may be at a large social gathering or something like that, or they invite y'all out, or you invite them out, or there's like an invite that's like extended, but it's vague. So something like that kind of triggers it between y'all for the sexual encounter to happen. Page of Wands is somebody who be ready for sex. So they be already ready. When you come around, this person's already ready for sex. It ain't too much that need to happen. Knight of Pentacles was like, we're gonna do what we always do. It's a routine or a pattern. So some of y'all is a pattern that you have with this person, because this could be a very dominating person. So they may just kind of flip you around, do whatever, or you look up to this person, because some of y'all they could be older than y'all, but then others of y'all they're about your age with the Knight of Pentacles, and then others of y'all they're younger. So you got like three different people that y'all could be having a little kinky sex with. And I keep getting this oral sex. Like the woman is pleasing the shit out of this guy. God damn. Woman is pleasing the shit out of this guy. And four different pictures. Four different pictures. I'm trying to hide it so the camera don't pick it up and try to take my demonetization. Try to take my monetization away from me for that. But yeah, like yo, I don't know. So if you're a woman and you like getting the head, then that'd be that. They be doing that. But like if you're a woman and you like giving the head, then you definitely giving it up with this person. Y'all like some of y'all is somebody who's inspirational, inspiring in that way. Or sometimes the moon can be same sex. So maybe it's like maybe that's where the confusion is for me. Maybe it's same sex. Maybe that might be what it is. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You said Noonie would stop, read it, and pick it back up. Yeah, right. I do be doing that. I'm like, oh yeah. I'll see it and be like, and then come right back to it. Like, okay, that's what I was saying, y'all. My bad. So yeah, I get older guys. Some of y'all older, like old. Some of y'all young, and then others of y'all your age. So it really just kind of depends on what you're in the mood for, I guess. Ten of Pentacles is here, so it is somebody who's got either been around in your life for a while because of the Ten of Pentacles, or you guys have established some type of pattern or routine, or it's somebody who you guys are going to a public event with. It could be an upscale event because of the emperor, high class event. So this maybe that's why. Maybe some of y'all are dealing with somebody who's rich, famous, or an upper echelon type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So like they're part of a large organization, part of a large network, part of like upper echelon high society. I said right. I did say that. A perfectionist. So like if they like you, you fit the bill for whatever. Because this is somebody who's extremely particular, usually wants the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? You say it's Bill Clinton. It do seem like it, right? Like the president. It could be like the president. It could be. You know, because I did say the moon. The moon can be of secrecy. So it could be hidden, could be taboo, could be any of that. It could be just vaguely insinuated that there's more happening with y'all, or that it would be a consistent thing. So some of y'all that maybe it's that. Sometimes they could overpromise, or maybe they may promise that it may be more than this. But I get the experience being really good. The devil is here, so that means that it's really sexual, really kinky, really freaky, or you just feel really sexual and turned on by this person. So you're really willing to do stuff that you normally wouldn't do, you know what I mean? Or you're willing to pull out all the stops. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I get like it seems to be somebody that you guys are like really turned on by, or like have a strong crush on. They have a nickname. They're gonna give you, maybe you guys give each other little baby cat names, like almost like the Gemini, where they kind of fall in love very quickly. They're like huggy kissy. You know what I mean? You're my boo, you my bae. They kind of do that all early. Baby this, baby that, boo this, boo that. They do that. It's somebody who does that really quick. So they like make you feel like they care a lot more than what they do. And this may be a consistent thing though. This person may be coming with it on a consistent basis too. If it's an older man, they still got it. Go him. Or if it's an older woman, she still got it. Go her. They seem to take care of their body because of their Virgo energy. And the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's into a consistent pattern of either working out, eating well, or just keeps like a decent diet. So they keep like a decent diet. So somebody who eats maybe like a well balanced diet or some shit. So maybe they're like a dietitian or some shit like that, or I don't know. Like they are good at abstaining from stuff. So like maybe it's just somebody who used to be an ex drinker, ex smoker, ex addict, maybe even ex, I don't know, something, ex something. They used to be maybe an ex fuck boy, fuck girl, something like that. They used to probably really be real freaky, really out there. This somebody got sexual experience. So whoever you're dealing with got sexual experience. They got a, you know what I mean? You may not know the details of like what they've done, but you know this person know what they doing because they doing it to you. This is a hard working motherfucker. They be putting it down. And you'll probably want to do the same. You'll want to match them because the Pluto starts off meaning it's going to be an intense connection. So that means there's a lot of sex, there's a lot of thrusting, there's a lot of sweat, there's a lot of like liquids and bodily fluid. You know what I mean? It's all of that, like all over each other, slime and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? They also like a little bit of like aggression. They definitely like aggression, assertiveness. Like they like to be rough, not like mean rough, but like, as a man would be if it's a man. But as a woman, she likes that. You gotta be dominant. Grab her neck, grab her hair, grab her whatever she wants you to grab that shit today, right now. That's what it is. All right. So y'all may come to some type of agreement in the relationship to kind of keep this, some of y'all hidden, but then others of y'all to kind of keep this consistent, you know what I mean, to make this a thing. You know what I mean? So some of y'all boss, y'all manager, or somebody who's like an authority figure in that way, and y'all keep it a secret, and they kind of like look out for y'all, and you know what I mean? They do stuff for y'all. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. Because the devil's a temptation. They trying to tempt y'all with something. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'll give you a little money, just do this, yo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or I do this, or I do that. I help you with your job. I help you with this. I do that. Like it's something along the lines of that. Or you do that with them. There's an invite in some way. You're getting invited. They're going to invite you. You invite them. Something like that is happening here. All right. So could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a Aquarius, Virgo, Aries, Pisces, Virgo, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn. Could be one of these people. All right. So, oh, it could be that they could be married because of that Ten of Pentacles in the Emperor. They could be married. That could be possible. And I did say the moon is taboo, so it could be. I'm glad you said that, Heem, because I didn't even think about that. They could be in a if they're not in a marriage, they could be with a live-in spouse. That could be partially what it is too. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, they may have a live-in spouse or something like that. That sounds like my neighbor. She got this man that be living in there, but she be trying to talk to me every time I walk by. I'm like, man, I don't never say nothing though. But I be thinking, don't you got your man that live in there with you? You know what I mean? And that may be why when he see me out sometimes, he be having that little mean mug and shit. He don't ever say nothing, but he be looking like, how you know my girl? I don't know your girl no more. That was years ago, boy. Leave me alone. But he never said nothing. I never said nothing. So it was no real issue. That'd just be all in my mind, thinking that he thought that. You know what I mean? Guilty conscience. All right, so anyway, Aries, thank y'all. I mean, all of y'all, everybody that's been here for the support. Thank y'all for liking it. Thank y'all for sharing it. Thank y'all for just putting up with my bullshit. All the good stuff. You know what I mean? Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Because this was a good one. This was actually kind of intriguing. This was one of the better ones. I like this one, even though it took almost 2 hours and 30 minutes to get it out. That I didn't enjoy, but like I did enjoy because we was just having a ball. You know what I mean? We just talking shit, all that, man. Anyway, I may be here tomorrow. I don't know. It depends. It all just depends on how the day works out. You know what I mean? It's Sunday. I usually just try to like kick up, snack and stuff. You know what I mean? Go for my little walks and shit, not do too much. But if I feel good, I may be here. You know what I mean? I was gonna do who has their eye on you. Yeah, I think I was gonna do that. Who has their eye on you, or what's hidden from you, or what's being revealed to you? It's one of those three. So I don't know. It just depends on like right before I push start, which topic I really feel like doing. But it'll probably be one of those three. All right, y'all. So anyway, I'm gone. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. If y'all going out and drink, do not drink and drive. Make sure you have a designated driver to get you home safe so we can see you and get in the chat. All right, y'all. I'm gone.